much choppers everywhere.
Hey, quick question, Sylvic. At least as far as the DM ruling goes, how much would you say an arrowhead weighs?
There's rules for that somewhere.
Yeah, Carrie, it's 20. It's 20
Yeah.
arrows for a pound.
Yeah, but I'm talking about arrowheads specifically, not the entire arrow.
Well, considering the arrowhead tends to be the most weighty part,
So we'll put that like 75% the weight.
no, take it about half. It also has
Alright.
to be balanced by a good shaft. If you're
Alright,
making
so
good arrows,
40 a pound.
it's a balanced arrow.
All right. So 35 to 40 a pound, and that sounds like a reasonable number.
I'd say this is too much math being put into something that's probably going to be useless.
Yeah, I know. But hey, he wants it, so I'm going to help him
And
out.
just something out of curiosity's sake.
I mean, to be honest, you can't make arrowheads. That's the
That's what you can
weaponsmith's
make.
job. Yeah, that's the weird thing is I can make the arrowhead. I just can't make the actual arrow body.
Hence why I'd be helping you out, because I can make bows and arrows. Okay, technically I can't because I don't have fletching, which... At the very least, I can make some really good bows.
Okay, give me a second. They left the TV on way too loud, and I like Rick and Morty, but not in my background.
Yeah, we don't need a crazy Doc Brown to decide your actions.
How much does the individual arrow weigh again, Kiri?
It's basically 20 arrows to a pound. So we're kind of looking at maybe like 40 arrow heads to a pound.
So one individual arrowhead would be 0.01 pounds.
0.01 pounds. So 10, does that be 100 a pound?
Yes, 100 arrowheads would be a pound on average.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to do it this way. Oh my god, video inception! By the way, I've been streaming for like the last 5 minutes now.
Yeah, I know. I know you have. I got the I got the email notification that you were streaming.
But I quickly tried to futz about with, because they have a new browser stream mode where you can stream a specific URL of a web page so that it only displays that web page. But apparently the one for Roll20 requires me to log in. But it's not actually a window, so I can't log in, so I don't know how that quite works out. So I'll futz about with that for next session. For now, I guess we're just going to have to do display capture. So you're going to have to deal with Windowception whenever OBS comes to the foreground. As well as Windowception is whenever I'm looking at my my dashboard.
You know, you can just do capture window and.
No, it doesn't let me.
What?
I'm doing game capture, actually.
Because since the new update with browser capture, window capture doesn't recognize your browser anymore. Because there's now a specific source type for browsers.
Which one are you using? Studio or regular?
Studio.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also using the absolute latest one.
You should use the regular. I have to use both depending on what I'm doing.
I prefer Studio. Anyway, hello. We've started. There are
Hello.
0
Yay.
people watching right now, which is not surprising. Because I haven't put a link anywhere.
Should probably do that.
I probably should. So, yeah, you people were dealing with fish people, and Flux just killed some fish people.
Yep.
And I one-shotted the king, which now I don't think was the king.
I was referring to the fish people Flux ran outside and murdered, but yeah, there was that too.
All right, so what exactly do we hear when we're about to walk outside?
Lots of murmuring of fish people, and Flux standing there with 3 dead fish people in front of him.
Can Ymir prepare an action before we walk outside?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna have an action prepared to put a lightning bolt up somebody's ass if I need to.
Okay.
Can I do the same by having knocked an arrow?
Yeah, sure. Now, I want to go to this new page I made. And I'm gonna draw.
New page, yay!
Yay!
Not there yet. I can't wait to actually get the new
Actually,
map
you know,
up here.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna use this map again. Fuck it! I already have a map with a beach.
Yes, you do. This is the
Woo!
first map
This is
we
an
were
oldie.
ever on.
I am.
It's
I am
the
just
old
gonna.
Sir Thomas logo.
I know. Back
So,
when
hey,
Sir Thomas
Todd-
was really styling that hair.
Hey, Todd, can I stab you with my spear since you're
Oh yeah, Todd would still be on this map one day.
There's
I'm
a fox! I'm hungry!
I'm gonna fucking stab him in the fucking... Oh, he's gone.
Okay, so I'm gonna
Place my new picture on the thing.
Oh, there we go. Let's say, do I even still have icons for Sahagwan? I'm just gonna drop a couple Sahagwan. There, assume there's a whole army over there.
So, did I actually take 2 damage for trying to figure out if there was magic in that puzzle box?
Yeah, you
Or was that
did.
a joke? Okay,
Yeah.
so I start with...
You try to figure out if there's magic in the puzzle box, and it literally sent a jolt of electricity straight through your hand into your nervous system and did 2 damage.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
2 damage, because you're an idiot.
Okay, so
Okay.
while the Sahagwan are murmuring about, somebody from the rear ranks of the army comes up. A rather big Sahagwan with 4 arms
That's a
and a
big one.
big-ass fancy trident to match.
Nice! A challenge!
And he comes forth and looks at you in an absolutely perfect common. Says to you all, "So you are the ones who defeated my father."
I mean, the old man?
He was our king. Now I am king.
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, he went down really fast.
My father was a fool and an old man.
Well, congratulations on your promotion.
Are you a fool?
He kind of grins at Bar's comment and he's like, "Thank you. And thank you for finally ridding my people of his stupidity."
So, how's this
Are you
gonna
gonna-
go down?
Are you going to follow the same path of stupidity, or are you going to leave us alone?
He laughs, like, amused laughs at that. He says, "Why would I follow the ways of one who doesn't respect our people?"
Fair enough.
You
So-
misunderstand. My father has led my people for nearly a century, and in that time, the old ways have meant nothing to him but loopholes and means to an end. My people used to be one of honor, of glory of our God. My father changed that when he realized that as king, he was technically exempt from punishment and following of our rules because of lack of foresight by our ancestors. Things I intend
Ymir,
to
let-
correct.
After he finishes that, the visible lightning kind of coming from Ymir's hand drops. I'm dropping the prepared action.
Okay.
I'm loosening the arrow and not shooting, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone was ready for
The rest of the honor guard, by the way, is like hiding behind him. And
Right.
by hiding behind him, I mean they're like crowded behind his ankles.
Alright, we gotta... Well, I appreciate your words, and I hope they come to action. At the same time, can't help but notice there's 3 people who refused to die in honored combat.
The combat was over, but as I understand it, and a corpse commands no loyalty.
At the
That
same
said,
time, would-
you did kill 3 of my men, who had nothing to do with this combat.
to be fair, would you have allowed us to run?
Damn it, that's like the one thing I didn't actually prepare a response for. I have like this giant
That
list
was
here.
the obvious question that was going to be asked.
I got
Damn it, so
I got 2 like bound up by other things. Like, if you'd run before combat had ended, technically I would have killed you gladly in the back. However, I believe the combat was specifically to kill my father.
That's not how it was worded to us. It was worded, we were up against the honor guard and the king and would have to kill them all for this truce to be aligned. Three of your men ran.
I see. Without hesitating, he drives his trident through all three of them at the same time. Is that better?
Matthias shrugs.
That's much better.
No, it's not now.
That still
There's three extra dead bodies.
that still leaves the question of the 3 men you killed.
I killed 3 to balance out the scale. Now you've killed 3 messing up.
Should I?
I asked for the 3 men. Your men formed ranks, acting as battle brothers for each other, who would gladly give their lives to protect one another.
As any good Sahagrin would.
So I took 3, as if they would all give their lives for each other. So those 3 would give their lives for their teammates. Now you've killed an extra 3 for no reason.
I killed them because they're cowards, and I have no place for cowards in my new order.
Then why did you not give them up to me when I asked for them?
Simply put, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, out of character, you're kind of quiet, Flux.
This guy's kind of honorable. I'm really regretting I'm not going to be able to fucking put a lightning bolt up his ass now.
I don't
Now,
like people with honor.
my ask for compensation is simple. Stay out of my affairs with the Tritons, and I shall do likewise for you and your people in all affairs of mine.
Fair enough. Leave us alone. We'll leave you alone. Sounds fair.
Going to be a problem. We've already how do I put this? All right, no, I need DM rolling. We've already aligned ourselves with the Tritons, right?
He's basically asking you to outright break any promises of support that you've already made with the Tritons and go neutral.
No.
I would prefer to be neutral.
He's basically asking you be neutral
caring.
and let the seas govern their own affairs and basically have the land stay out of it. That is basically what he's asking. The land has no dealings with the sea. He's okay. I'm gonna kind of skip this conversation ahead of it. He's okay with you having dealings with them, having trade with them, as long as that trade doesn't necessarily involve weapons and anything that could be used against his people. And he likewise would be more than happy to open up such trade negotiations with you, and would likewise not ask of you any weapons since he's asking you not to provide the Tritons with weapons. But he's basically asking you to become an independent, neutral party that is allowed to have relations with both sides as long as you do not actively do anything that contributes to the conflict on either side.
Oh, that's gonna okay.
So to be Sweden.
Yeah, he's asking you to be Sweden to their Axis and allies.
All right. Well, I'm going to say this. I want to say this out of character. Where is the Triton Kings? Can they appear on the other side of the beach?
I don't have an icon for them, but I can get one real quick.
Okay, can you just put a placeholder or something that I can walk up to and talk to them?
I mean, you can walk up a card. I don't really need to drop an icon unless you plan on fighting them.
Do you still have that icon to Carl?
Well, specifically, our alliance has already been about weapons and dealings and that sort of. He's asking us to break our complete agreement with the Tritons at this point.
Yeah, basically.
It's just not honorable. It's just not proper. All right.
Being a neutral party is proper.
Curiosity, out of character. I'm wondering, we could still play this, but at the same time, subtly indicate to the Triton King that maybe go across the ocean to the, say, Kingdom of Balroth to take the money.
So you're asking them to abandon their homeland so that we can be Sweden.
First off, out of character, you're trying to now do a meta action by making a plan with the party out of
character. Yeah, you kind of are.
Hence by saying out of character.
No, that's what meta means.
Metagaming means you're using out of character actions for your character action.
You're trying to formulate a plan with the party out of character, which means out of character, none of us should know about this plan.
Okay.
Alright, So
There you
I
go.
need.
There's a Triton, because the Triton King and his guard have now come over to see what the hell's going on. He's like, why haven't you begun killing them yet?
Well-
wasn't to kill them. First,
We are here to eradicate these people. Why? You should not have even humored them with that duel.
Hey, no, hold on.
You're the ones that
Yeah,
suggested.
yeah.
the duel.
They honestly they expected you to just break to break the fight and fight anyway.
No.
They
No, hold on, fuck you. When I gave you that plan, you said no. We need to do an honorable combat. We're following through with this honorable combat idea now. I
Yeah.
gave you the option.
You
to
know
blow up their
what?
bases.
You are purposely making the Triton guy now an asshole.
Actually, to be fair,
Isn't he kind
he
of an asshole
always.
to begin with?
I'm gonna let you in on something right now. My plan was that the Tritons were always supporting genocide in the argument that the Sahagwin are evil and therefore do not deserve to exist.
You
To be
know,
fair, it
Whereas
sounds
the Sahagwin simply want lands to hunt and do their Sahagwin-y things.
To be fair, before this guy, it sounds like the Sahagwin were kind of evil assholes that broke every fucking...
hold on.
Yeah,
I have a serious question.
you'll get a
Who's-
serious answer.
Who is with the Triton King?
His bodyguards.
Okay. How many?
I'm gonna say about 5 dudes, which I'm
Okay,
gonna drop in.
Never mind then.
I'm gonna drop them in a second, but
Never mind then. Carry on.
I swear to God, you were about to assassinate the king, weren't you?
No. I was going to threaten the king.
but you still could.
I could, but it'd be far less effective. 'Cause
Alright,
I was going
it's
to. I was going to.
At this point, the Sahagwin king is playfully bantering with the now just fuming Triton King, who demands to know what's going on here.
It's in character talk, not out of character. Unfortunately, Sahagwin King, we've already made a deal with the Tritons for arms and armor. You are asking us to break such an agreement.
Then would you extend such an agreement to my people?
That would be profitable.
To be
It would be fair as well.
Yes, but to be fair, your people attacked ours first. The Tritons did not.
That was
We
also
lost
under
good-
orders of my king. Those lands are not even part of our hunting grounds. My father had learned of your ships and had them tracked since before you left our land.
Would you be willing to make compensation for the lives that were lost that day?
I would.
Okay.
Question.
Then I can.
Hold on. No. Why did you not kill your own father?
Honor bound me not to.
Honor bound you to follow
To
a man
avoid
with
being
no
a
honor?
kinslayer?
This is what he looks like, super embarrassed now. He's like, the wording of our laws is such that the king's word supersedes all laws, even when such laws are against our code. As I said, it was a lack of foresight by our ancestors. They never thought a king would be one to break our ways.
Okay. and
Like,
what's
the wording is basically, in a situation like this, that they can't do. No Sahagwin under the king may do any dishonorable act. And there is a further rule that says no Sahagwin may disobey the king, even if they argue that disobeying him is upholding another law.
Okay, and what's the rule for breaking this? What's the punishment for breaking these rules?
The punishment for the first rule is imprisonment and banishment. The punishment for disobeying the king is death.
Okay, and once the king dies, you become king, correct?
That is correct. I am now king and free to abolish in all of my king's decrees, my father's decrees, and offer amnesty to those who only did his bidding
So once
to avoid death.
So if you committed a dishonorable act, killing your father, then you would become king, and therefore anything you did would be considered an honorable act and something that is not punishable by any laws. So again,
That is
I ask you,
actually
why
how
did
my father became king.
Okay. So again, I ask you, why did you follow dishonorable acts?
Because I am also the high priest of our God. It is our God who gave us these laws, and it is my my intent to rectify the loopholes in these laws.
Again, you're saying that there are laws that the king can do whatever he wants, and then but then you would become king. So therefore, you could do whatever you want. Retroactively, all your actions were justified because you were now king.
At this point, he kind of angrily stabs like the butt of his spear into the ground next to him. It's like, and yet I would be disobeying my tenets as the high priest of our great god.
You just want a reason to claim. You just want a reason to excuse yourself from dishonorable activities.
Okay. Now that
this is getting like real close to like provoking him into a fight. I think Flux attends that.
Yeah, I kind of see that coming.
I was perfectly cool with supplying both sides weapons because that just means more money for us.
I'm not exactly okay with becoming a fucking
arms dealer of two sides of a war.
Yeah, that's kind of really fucking. That is really fucking evil.
Well,
okay?
actually, Neotag, do you want the moral perspective of what's going on here? Because outside of hunting the Tritons whenever they pass through Sahagwin territory, really what's going on here is the Sahagwin view anything within their territory as prey. The Tritons have been trying to expand into their territory, and so the Sahagwin have been treating them as prey, as per, their ways.
What they do.
They hunt them and eat them. And they said, well, if you don't want that, don't come in our territory. To which the Tritons said, you are clearly evil and must be exterminated, because their resident clerics and druids detect evil, and the Tritons found out that the Tritons are naturally aligned, the Sahagwin rather, naturally aligned to evil, and decided that for this alone they must be exterminated from the face of the planet.
That's great. My character wouldn't know anything.
I know you wouldn't know that, but I feel like I'm going to have a hard time pulling this in.
I just want to supply both sides with arms and make money.
It'd be quite profitable.
Bad profits.
It'd be good for the colony.
I want to not die.
My only interest is protecting the settlement, but this man stands here and acts like he is the good person when he really went with evil acts.
I mean, he's also trying, because I'm also just doing a bad job because I'm not the best role player in a situation like this. He's trying to explain that he doesn't want to have lost his honor, and he feels like he would have done so if he became king through dishonorable means. And that would not have made him... And yeah, there is a bit of hypocrisy to that, and that's kind of the point. But in his mind, he had no other choice in order to preserve his own honor than to follow the laws as written until he could become king and correct things.
Yeah, I get it. So, he was just following orders. I get it.
Yeah.
The excuse has been used by a lot of people.
I know it's been used by a lot of people. Never let it be said I'm original.
It's never been an excuse that worked.
No, it hasn't been an excuse that worked.
I mean,
good. A point there.
He also technically is the one who convinced his dad to do this fight, because unlike his father, he's been keeping track of you guys, and he could murder the shit out of him.
Well, Sahagwin King, for now I suggest you wait. I need to talk with our allies before I think we can make any agreement with you.
He just nods his head and is trying not to lose his diplomatic veneer of cool right now, being provoked by Cromwell.
Alright, I'm gonna talk to the Triton King. So what exactly is your beef with them now that the old king is dead?
They're evil.
How are they evil? This new king has done nothing but be honorable so far.
They hunt and enslave all within their lands and devour sentient creatures. How is that not evil?
You know what? You got a point. I cannot argue with
Never let it be said, Neotag, that I'm making my morally gray argument, not black and white in its own way.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Eating sentient creatures is pretty high up there on fuck you, you're evil.
I mean, out of context of what your character would know, these things do literally worship a devil shark ascended to godhood that just commands that they hunt and eat. and obey the ritualistic laws of their society. That's the only thing their god demands of them, and that's all they do all day.
And he's already admitted to being a high priest. He's not going to change that.
Yeah, no, he is literally the high priest of their god. Like, he's the head of their church. He's now also the head of their state. They're about to become a theocracy.
Yeah, it's gonna get worse, isn't it? It's Ymir
Well,
already.
he has his territory. I mean, to give him credit, he has claimed that he has that he intends to just stay within his own territory, and it is the Tritons who, I'm just gonna say the king explained this too, that they're trying to expand their lands because their population is growing, and they want to expand into the Sahagwin land because it's pretty much the only place left to go.
You are not making this easy.
You're basically in the middle of a border dispute between a horribly evil group that doesn't want to expand and a very good self-righteous group that wants to expand and sees the only obstacle to the expansion something they see as abhorrently evil.
Well, the problem is they are abhorrently evil from most perspectives. It's oh god. I need to talk to Cromwell. I need my moral center. I don't.
Oh god! What happened to the group where Flux is the moral center?
All right.
What happened is Flux decided to play the honorable character for once.
All right, Cromwell. On one hand,
hold on. Currently in discussion with the king. Can I get an answer to my question, Civic?
His answer remains simply that he would have lost his honor and not have been worthy of being king had he done anything.
No, ask the question in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see that question. I'm still looking at my tokens.
What are the rituals and costs for rites given to the dead Sagwan?
There are none. The dead are just are corpses to them.
Is there a salary given to soldiers?
Yeah.
What's the salary?
God damn it!
One dead Triton and all the coral you can eat.
I was gonna say I'm gonna have to think of what the Sahagwin would even use as currency since they can't really use the gold system.
I suspect it would be a barter system.
I'm gonna say that he's aware
5 minnows are worth a salmon.
That he's aware of the wealth system in an abstract way from having watched you. It would be worth, I believe, in your currencies, various goods that we use, equivalent to, I believe you call it gold. Three of your gold pieces per day.
Actually, amazing. Well paid.
They're also allowed to have all the meat that they can hunt for them and for themselves and their families.
It's actually stupidly well paid.
That's insanely well paid.
Yeah. He also
could be.
He also says, I mean, that is also a moot point if you tend to reimburse the families, as I assure you, the families are here as well in the army.
Oh.
They're a hunter society, Neotag. Their hunters are their military, are their people. Everyone is being given things except for the old and the infirm and the young. This is literally literally the army you're looking at is their entire nearest population center mustered of all able-bodied adults.
Cromwell, I am kind of at a loss here.
Yes.
What is your opinion on this situation?
I have no real opinion either way. The safety of the colony is my only concern. It's the reason I was sent here.
And he is offering you that safety. All you have to do is either not make weapons for the Tritons or also make weapons for the Sahagwin.
So basically stay neutral or become arms dealers.
I mean, either way, you're staying neutral.
Both sides are tainted here. This man pretends to be honorable when he has none. The Sahagwin, the Tritons are pushing it in land that is not theirs, and then blaming punishment against them as an evil act for their own transgressions. So either way, there's no favorable outcome.
No.
We could kill them all. I don't think that will. That would, I don't know. It's an
It would
option.
drag us into a war on two fronts, and I don't think the small colony is capable of that.
Kill them all and let the Great Bear decide it.
We could side with the Soglin and kill the Tritons. We could side with the Tritons, kill the Soglin. We could give the Tritons weapons. Not sure how the Soglin would work with that. Or we could take away the weapons from the Tritons.
This is a question for Sovik.
Yep.
Did anyone authority-wise come with us from the colony?
No.
That's a 5-day journey, isn't it?
Yep. That's fine. I should get the calendar open.
So there's no way to go back and
There's no peace negotiation, I see.
yeah.
Will both parties be willing to come?
This question is going to determine what I decide. I turn to the Triton King. Is there any way you would accept peace?
Peace. But they kill our people.
But at the same time,
When you enter
invaded
their
territory.
territory,
We-
you could stay out of their territory.
But then where will our people go?
Fuck you and you're alive and strong. No, your people will stay in their own lands. Would you accept peace if you stayed in your own lands?
I
Your people are
suppose,
currently
but we are overcrowded. We would have to find
people
places to put them.
Your people are currently dying trying to push into this new land. How about you just enforce a breeding program or something? Stop having so many babies.
He seems like almost insulted at the idea of infringing upon the liberties of his people. But it is their right as living creatures to live and procreate as they see fit.
Okay. It's the right of the Soglin to protect their lands. Your right does not trump the Soglin's right.
But they're evil.
Have they
The
performed
old
evil
king
actions
was
acting for
evil.
this?
The new king.
I pipe in, what exactly is wrong with having a balance of good and evil? You cannot have good without evil or evil without good.
Yes,
Oh
you can.
my god!
I mean-
Bring in a yin
I mean,
yang.
now the king's just looking at this rat person like he's trying to lead them astray and is like speaking evil speak now.
That's a stupid viewpoint.
That is the yin yang doesn't work here. Okay, go away.
My Majesty.
All that matters
what
is
exactly-
money.
Your Majesty, what exactly is the territory of your people? And I'm asking the Triton King.
Triton King. Okay, hang
How
on.
far does it extend?
Hang on. Rather than trying to explain it to you because you're gonna have no idea, he's gonna pull out your map, and I'm gonna yank you all over to the map for a minute here.
Yay, map drawing.
I'm gonna zoom in. So hang on, let me freehand draw. And I'll use a nice deep blue. His territory is all of the oceans from about... Zoom in a little more so I can get this a little more specific. His territory is...
Transcontinental Railway. Yay.
all of the oceans inside of the blue lines.
And the Sahagwin are in the Sea of Shrin to the south, and that's where they're trying to expand.
No, the Sahagwin are to the
I think
north.
they're the north.
Sahagwin, and I'll use a green line for this. Their land is...
Well, by land you mean water.
Whatever. Semantics.
Yeah, but they stick to the coastline. And that's where the Sahagwin live.
So basically everywhere inside that land. Okay.
Yeah. They basically live along the entire coastline between basically 5 days north of the colony up to the northernmost part of the coastline.
It's nothing. The Tritons can push anywhere else.
Yeah, the Tritons could go anywhere else.
Tritons. Okay, I'm gonna ask the Triton King. What is why do you need to specifically push into their territory? What is wrong with the south?
the south. I'll use purple for this.
We see the-
This is where the
Oh,
merfolk
yes.
live. Is everything between the blue line and the purple line. And
Yeah,
nobody goes north
Why is that, my majesty?
Here's the
because
fall in.
because everything in here is death, and that's all he says.
That's awfully close to.
Oh my god!
shores of Doran.
I just realized exactly how you're going to how the only way we can do this peacefully is if we go on a. This is out of character. Is if we go on a quest to kill the Leviathan, isn't it?
Oh god, that'd be like a.
If you say so. I mean, I wasn't planning that, but if you really want to.
No.
I don't think it's gonna work out.
No.
Party wipe. Party wipe.
Party
Fight
wipe.
the CR23
No,
monster.
No.
Party wipe. Party wipe. He's only 3 levels into epic tier. Hello, it's the Leviathan.
No. Unless we can get a fleet of, say, World War II era destroyers, no, I wouldn't do it.
I
No.
mean, you could probably get a massive fleet of fucking English man of wars, but that's about it.
And even then, but probably would scratch it.
Actually, I don't know. But because I'm using the cannons from D20 Modern's fucking Golden Age of Piracy thing from D20 Past, so those cannons might actually hurt.
fucking... Oh my God. So the choices are either become a dishonorable neutral goddamn territory.
Yep.
There's nothing dishonorable about being neutral.
Oh my god. Okay, maybe it's my personal shit, but I consider people who play both sides to be the worst people in existence.
I mean, like, they
So
kind of are.
you're saying that all of Switzerland is evil?
Yes, they were fucking evil during World War II. They were one of the shittiest fucking countries, next to Germany.
Your Majesty.
Next to the. Wow, you have a skewed sense of evilness because let's see, the Holocaust happened in
frankly,
Germany.
if anything,
and
I'd rate
Switzerland
it. I'd rate
yeah.
it Russia, Germany, Italy, then maybe somebody else.
Yeah, your sense of wrong is extremely skewed if you think Switzerland is almost as bad as Germany.
So,
They allowed Germany to. Never mind.
So what's wrong with the savage?
I mean, they allowed everyone to do shit. So I mean,
Yeah.
So what's wrong with the savage seas down there?
That's what I was about to ask.
what, like past the Merfolk?
But on the other side of the island.
They're talking like over here.
Oh, I mean, honestly, if you want to know what the problem over there is the problem is Shin. And then, assuming they get through Shin, because hang on, because the problem with this area here is it's a hotbed between Shin and the pirates from Brist. And the problem with over here is, well, that's.
But I thought.
There's a reason it's called the Savage Seas. There's like all sorts of like fucking sea monsters and shit over there. That's kind of why, if you look, like all my trade routes kind of try to avoid the Savage Sea.
Yeah, and yet you have trade routes going in the middle of death.
They're
Well, I
close
mean,
enough to the shore.
they're skirting the edge of death. And to be fair, the only reason the stories of the Lair of the Leviathan exist is because of the trade routes going through the area marked death.
No, I honestly didn't plan on spending almost an hour on this unless we were in battle.
And now you can see
Yeah,
why I said we
takes
probably
a
might
long
not
time.
get to the this time skip.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this is it's just thrilling for character development, but it's immensely boring, and I'm kind of flabbergasted now.
There, that's where the the Minotaurs live, by the way. Those 3 mountains I spelled cow on.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think I could speak for the colony. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
Also,
I would
incidentally,
have to. I would have to.
the
I would have
elves
to ask for-
the elves are around there.
So, my first two rolls are my diplomacy rolls. I rolled really shittily, but I'm asking both kings, would they be willing to come with us back to the colony to discuss this?
They're apprehensive, but okay with this as long as you agree that that meeting place will be considered neutral ground.
And until such times that negotiation is over past one day, it will be considered neutral ground.
Okay, then they're okay with the idea. However, they're not okay with traveling together, so they want to agree to meet at a specific time down the road.
Yeah. I was honestly
Two.
contemplating.
We need to dictate a couple of terms. 2 bodyguards each. No more.
Mm-hmm. This is acceptable to both.
It takes us 5 days to get there.
Yep. The Triton King suggests meeting in 10 days. That gives both sides a week to prepare their
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
their thoughts and arguments, basically.
All right. 10 days.
5 days. 5 days to get there. We get 5 days to discuss with the governor and all the guild leaders because this is going to be a full colony type deal. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So the time will be noon.
They agreed to show up when the sun's at its highest point because they don't have a concept of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then we will see you in 10 days.
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Now
is that a time skip?
No.
we are going back to town, and now it's time to talk to the governor and every other high figure because this involves the entire fucking place.
And I could be wrong, but I think.
I know it's going to take you a while, Civic, but I can't wait for you to actually have a town map.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make it because the program I use for making my continent maps is supposedly has a town map feature, but it's kind of shitty, and I'm gonna have to figure out something else to use. Unless I can get better at using it. All right, so it's actually gonna be the end of the month by the time you guys get back.
Which month do we enter?
Great, so I get another ore load, but I'm not going to be able to do anything.
Well, let's see.
with it
Hang
right
on.
now.
You got back and had to deal with the eclipse on the first day of Chillwind, and it took you was it 5 days? I think I said to get back
5
from the
days.
elves.
Yeah, 5 days to get
So
back.
that'd be 1,
and
2,
then
3,
we-
4, 5. It'd be the 6th day, which was the first eclipse of the positive plane of the month.
We spent about 2 days in town
Yeah.
or so. And then
I thought
we
you spent more than 2 days. I thought you spent 3.
I think we spent more than 2 days. I don't exactly. I remember we got back to town.
I'm gonna call it a week because I think you were like waiting for the Tritons to show up, and they weren't supposed to show up for like another week.
Yeah. They took a week for the king. I talked to the
Yeah.
chief. He got pissed off that I called. Then the king showed up, and the king
then-
said
then he
it would
had you
take him
wait-
about 5 days.
Yeah, so then you wait another 5 days. 1, 2, 3,
And then it took 5 days from when he decided it was time to get there.
Yeah,
Now
so
it's gonna take another-
so you're on the 23rd of Chillwind out of the 30 days in the month. So it's gonna basically be the end of the month by the time you get back. Incidentally, on the way back, the positive plane is eclipsed for the second time in the month.
So, how much riding in the streets are there?
Not much, but there's a lot of very like when you do get back to town, there's a lot of people like wondering what's going on because it's very unusual for the same plane to eclipse twice in the same month.
Hey, Book, do you know anything about that?
Book ain't saying nothing. Book wants to know what you want. What do you want to give it to know?
You're not getting anything. Continue on.
Okay.
All right. All right. First things first.
So it's the
We've
28th.
lived in town long enough. Do we have a good lay of the town?
I mean, of the old town, yeah. The new expansion of town since the Archmage went wild. You're not fully sure of. but you know enough from the 10 days you were fucking around in town, dealing with waiting for the Tritons and preparing to go out to war with them.
So
to
we
get
basically,
around.
so we know where the magic district is, and that sort of general, not actual individual stores yet, but the general.
Yeah, you got the general
Yeah.
gist of where shit is.
Okay.
All right. First thing is, we're gonna flabbergast the governor again. It's time to go talk to him.
Knock on his door.
It's time to get this guy out of his pay grade once more. I already
Well,
answered.
I mean, here's the problem. He's the highest authority right now in this area.
So, a couple things to note. First off, Zahn, since as my understanding that you're now in charge of your resident demon friend, where was he while you guys were away?
I left him at my house.
Okay.
And I told him to stay put.
Okay. Well, he's still there, and there's a thin layer of dust on him, like he literally hasn't moved, and he's just been staring toward. And he's been staring toward where the church is this whole time.
Oh my god, that's hilarious!
Not gonna lie, that sounds about right.
Yep. It's,
Does he
it's
need
appropriate.
to eat at all? Drink?
Dude.
I mean, do you have any distilled soul essence on you?
No, I'm just curious.
Do
Oh
you,
my
do you
God.
have any liquid agony?
Nope.
Well, then I
Nope.
don't think you have anything to feed your resident demon.
Yeah. I think we're too early for Justin Bieber to have any music.
Okay.
Anyway,
right.
second thing, people don't seem to want to be near you all of a sudden,
What?
and keep
I
whispering
lift my
when you
arm
pass
up
by
as
in the
far as
streets.
it. Can I
Me or
hear what
just
they're saying?
on?
No, everyone,
Oh fuck.
with the
All right,
exception of Red Fox's guy, but they're kind of like confused by him because he's hanging out with you.
Alright. Can I hear what they're saying?
Yeah,
There's a lot of whisperings. Is that them? Is that the ones? Are they the ones they've been asking about? There's a lot of like people being confused and wondering if you're the one that someone's been asking about.
Oh, great.
So you get to the
This is
governor's
either
house.
Very good or very bad.
And the governor is kind of happy to see you, but also kind of has a look like he's just exasperated from something.
All right.
I
doesn't
kind
want
of
to
look
see us
at
ever again, does
I
he?
look at Cromwell and go, "What did I get into hanging out with you idiots?"
All right, sir.
job was
I'm
to bring
sorry
it
to
up.
have to do this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it.
All right, sir. I'm sorry to have to do this again, but you remember the Tritons, right?
He looks at you like that's the stupidest question you could have asked.
Yeah, I know this is the stupidest question, but I kind of want to soften the blow.
Can
Well,
you? I'd
this
rather
place
you
is
just get
gonna-
to the point, son.
All right. This place is about to host a peace conference between water people.
He looks surprised, but he's like, "Oh, you found a peaceful resolution."
Potentially.
Not okay. Here. I'm going to tell him the story. We
Okay.
were challenged to honorable combat with the old king. We killed him. The new king is offering a peace deal.
Go on.
And
We get to sell weapons to both sides.
He just looks at you
And-
like, "Okay."
He wants us to become neutral in their agreement. The Tritons aren't exactly happy with this, but we've got to figure out a way to sell it to them as well.
I have no
Their
problems
deal-
being neutral.
their-
In fact, I'd rather prefer to be neutral. The affairs of what goes on between the two of them is really no affair of ours, as long as it doesn't affect the colony.
See, Cromwell, I told you, being neutral is awesome. We get to make money.
The Sogren want, basically what the Sogren want is us to stay out of Triton affairs and either stop selling them weapons or sell weapons to the Sogren as well.
Both are equally valid. It's just a matter of convincing one side or the other that. Well, I guess it's mostly just convincing the Tritons to allow us to do one or the other.
I'm also going to explain to him the territory now that we have a outlook of the sea about the merfolk we haven't met yet and the just plain death area and how big it is.
He says he'll make mention of that and have a lot of the colony's maps altered.
Good.
Incidentally,
So-
someone's been looking for you.
Any idea who?
Yeah.
For
Don't believe
who,
it's
them or
for.
me?
It's not for me to say, but I
it
suspect it
bad?
has something to do with that orb you found.
The one we
Oh.
found like 6 months ago?
Yes.
I kind of look blankly at the mayor and
Okay.
go,
Governor.
a
but-
governor, and go, oh, okay, so apparently this doesn't concern me any. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, so is it something we should be concerned about or something we can put on hold?
He looks like he's almost hesitant to answer and simply says, I suppose that depended on your intentions, and I'll leave it at that.
Where is he?
I don't like the sound of that.
Where are they? Where is he? Is it?
You'll most likely either find them looking for you or by the church.
I'm gonna go head to the church.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's go to the. All right, sir.
All
I'm
right.
going to give him the details of everything we worked out. Ask him to set up a neutral place, and then head to the church.
I'm going to head to the ordering place and place my order for a couple things.
We got to do. Okay, you
Yeah,
can
well,
go.
I mean, you
ahead.
can set it now.
Oh,
He'll just get his stuff a couple days before everyone else.
No, quite literally, I have no reason to go with you guys with some orb. I was
No.
never part of that.
And I'm just gonna make a mental note. Next time we divvy up the goods, you get a slightly lesser cut because you're not fully invested in this group.
Before we head out, I at least
Well,
go to
Some
Matt.
dude is
Vindictive
looking for
bastard.
some dude is looking for you on something you guys did, and I don't have a clue on what the hell it is. Of course I'm not invested. My character wasn't with you guys.
Before we leave, I approach Mathis. Could you do me a favor, Matthias?
What?
I give you the money. Would you be willing to buy me 2 items?
Depends.
You know what, Mathis, will you put in all our orders since you don't want to join us here? And I will also.
What do I get out of it?
I'm willing to give you not only the cost of the items, but 2 platinum for yourself.
All right.
I'm willing to. All right, we've got several goods here that we did not have when you were part of the party. I mean, when we sell them, I'm willing to include you in the distribution of wealth. I'm gonna pull out the jewel crown. And I'm gonna pull out a couple other items. These are quite valuable, and you'll get a cut when it happens if you're willing to do this.
All right.
Okay.
Money makes the world go round. As
All right.
I
and I'm gonna.
to go
I'm gonna-
off and do everyone's orders.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Okay, so I give him I give Matthias 550 gold and 2 platinum for the purpose of getting an everfull mug and everlasting rations.
We just paid a man a commoner's year's wage for
Yeah.
a slight convenience.
Yeah, that's why I used the goods we already had as payment because I was gonna give him a cut anyways,
All together,
and now I get it for free.
And 2 platinum. That's basically let's see, 20 gold, I think.
You probably paid him more. Ted.
Yeah, I know I paid him more, but he was probably gonna get a cut anyways.
Why?
I don't know, because he's part of the group now. It's
No,
easier
not
to it's easier to distribute the gold that way.
Not if he wants to pull nonsense like this.
Should I go fetch him?
No, we do not need to call the. I assume Zon, you're talking about the Archmage.
No.
Tim.
Tim.
Tim?
That's what they named the demon.
Yes.
Oh, right. No. Do not bring the demon to the Church of Light. Are you stupid?
Actually, no. He seems to be interested in being clergy. I do think we should.
Yeah, Flux's new plan is to help Tim convert to the Church of Light.
Fuck it. We fuck everything else up. Yeah, let's bring a demon to the Church of Light. This is gonna be fun. Kamir's
Alright.
just throwing up his hands at this point and go, fuck it. Let's do it. He's walking to the church.
Do you guys really want to get Tim?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
You could have had so
Oh
much fun.
God, you can hear Sovik's disappointment there. He's like, "You really gonna get Tim? No. Ah."
So anyway, Matthias.
I'm dangling the hooks and you just ain't biting.
Seriously, go ahead and
The
get the
hooks,
goddamn
the
demon.
hooks, my laddie, the hooks.
Let's get the demon. Let's do this. He's been hinting at this ever since we brought him into town. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen. Might as well now.
Fine, I'll go grab Tim.
I give Matthias my address.
Oh, yeah, we're doing this. This is stupid.
I mean, you could
I
put
know
a
it's
you could put a
stupid,
cloak on
but-
Tim and try and disguise him.
Yeah, put a cloak on him, and
Where are we gonna get a cloak?
we have
I'm
spares.
sure you have one.
Yeah, everyone has a cloak or two by now.
Do you know how big a chain devil is? He's
Out of curiosity, how
probably
they're considered a
Actually,
medium-sized creature,
He is a medium-sized creature.
so 5 to 6 feet.
No, they're about the size of Goliaths usually. So they're probably about 8 foot. They're huge.
I'm gonna look that up real quick.
Wait,
It's like
what?
half orc, I think.
I've been under the assumption we've had a
No,
cloak
this
on him this
he
whole
is.
time.
If I recall correctly, I'm still looking it up though. If I recall correctly, because they're based on it, basically, they're about as tall as Pinhead is, and Pinhead was like fucking like 7 foot tall.
So about the
I
size
was-
of like a half.
Okay, I need to ask this because I've made the assumption that you guys were smart enough to have a cloak on him while he was walking through
Okay, no,
town.
I was wrong.
That's what I was assuming.
I was wrong. They're 6 foot tall, weigh about 300 pounds.
Okay.
Y'all have had a cloak on him when he was out in public, right? So that's what I thought you guys did.
I mean, I assumed they were walking around brazenly with fucking devil prisoner of war tailing behind them.
Utterly bound like hell.
I mean, he
assumed
did allow
you
himself
put
to
a
be
cloak
bound.
on him. All right. Well,
You know what? We're
In
not
fact,
grabbing
he
Tim,
has
we're going
he,
straight to...
he has actually technically bound himself with his own chains like a straitjacket.
Yeah.
As a show of
So
submission.
we're not getting Tim, we're just going straight to the church.
Okay, so you're not bringing Tim.
No.
Okay. First thing you know when you get to the church is that there's a sign in the church that says, "We have moved. Please come see our new location."
Okay, so we go to the new location.
And you get there, and you find a full-on fucking cathedral's been built.
I don't remember
Like,
commissioning this.
holy fucking shit, they're fast.
Like a Gothic or Romanesque cathedral?
No, this is like a full-on like Gothic, like darkish shit cathedral.
Oh,
Yeah.
the beautiful style.
It's
ones.
also got at least 20 armed men standing outside of it in full plate mail.
Gold brings you closer to your gods.
All right, I'm
Money makes the world go
gonna
round.
brazenly walk up.
Shut up, Tom, with ice.
We hear you've been looking for us.
They take one look at you, and as if recognizing you, have a hint of recognition in the voices. They go, "The order of Cuthbert awaits you. It's simply move out of the way to let you in."
Oh, goody.
I
Alright.
walk past
One
them
first.
and I thank them for their time.
I'm gonna suggest Zahn go first, as he is the high-ranking noble. So,
And- He was
With a loose
technically part of the
affiliation
initial.
to the church?
Yeah, he was part of the initial church's delegation.
I'm gonna suggest Zahn walk in first.
I'm already inside.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get in, somehow word's already been given to the people inside, because waiting over by the altars is the priest that you've already met, whose name escapes me. I think it was Father Limerick or something stupid. No, that's something different entirely. Never mind. Ignore that word.
Father Liam.
Yeah,
Yes,
Father Liam. I knew it was an L.
Add in my
Hey.
notes.
I'm getting fucked.
Pay no attention to the name drop behind the curtain.
Okay. And
A man wearing what you know of the church to basically be the equivalent of a bishop's garment standing next to him. 4 men in obsidian black armor bearing gold insignias of both the Church of Light and St. Cuthbert.
joy.
And they are just
I
covered
bow politely.
in wax seals and holy sigils.
Right. I'm gonna suggest Zahn talk for us until it gets hairy. If it gets hairy.
I bow politely.
As you approach, one of them just simply says, "Be silent and be judged," and begins concentrating. So none of you are evil, right? I like legit need to know that like right now. None of you are evil on your character sheets.
No,
Right.
I'm lawful neutral.
Okay, because he's detecting evil the shit out of all of you right now.
Oh, I'm not evil.
It's a good
but-
thing I'm not there. Although I'm chaotic neutral, not evil.
I'm alignment fluid.
Okay, no.
In
Flux,
all
what's
levels,
your
but physically
actual alignment?
identify as alignment fluid.
What's your alignment, Flux?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
When he's satisfied, he says, "They are clean." And the bishop steps forward and says, "You are the ones who found the orb?
Correct.
Why did you not destroy the orb?"
Because there could have been unseen side effects that could have happened with destroying the orb. We sent to have it better suited.
Then where is it now?
With the Archmage, of course.
And where did he put it?
In his own personal vault through his pocket.
We don't know about the vault. We just know he put it in his pocket.
Didn't he establish that he told us where it goes?
No.
He just told us he put it in the pocket.
I just mentioned that as just a little peek behind the curtain.
Okay.
So all we know is he put it in his pocket and he took care of it.
Do you know where
That's
he
what
is?
he tells him. No, we do not.
Do you
I
have
clicked
any
my
means
heels
of
3
contacting
times.
him?
Yadim, are you here?
Yes, we're all here, Carrie.
No, I clicked
No,
my
he-
heels
he-
3 times.
Yeah, no, he
Yadim,
tried
are
to
you-
call the Archmage who was not showing up.
Well, he doesn't seem to want to show up, so.
Yeah, I didn't say Yamir, I said Yalim.
Oh, okay.
The bishop looks at you all as if you're making fun of him when you do that, by the way.
It's not
Do
a
you
joking
have a
matter, sir.
serious means of contacting this man?
That is the serious means of contacting him. And I look him deadpan.
He looks at you then and he says, "I request, no, demand, that next time you speak with this man, you find us immediately and tell us of his whereabouts."
No. And I'm literally going to start walking out of the church now. You do not make demands of me. I work for not you. I work for this town. Good day.
He looks very salty. He's like, "You would dare question the light?"
Good day.
Sovek, be so glad that I am preoccupied right now. Because I would cause a fight with this church.
I am trying not to cause a fight, but I will not be subservient to something I am not part of. So I tell him good day, and I am starting to walk out of the church now. I came here as a courtesy. I came here with respect. You have not treated me the same. Good day, sir. I'm gonna head back to my blacksmith shop now.
He's ineffectually yelling at the knights to grab you and stop you, but the knights are just ignoring him.
Oh yeah, the knights know what's up because these are the local knights and they know what I've done for this.
Oh no, these are not local knights actually.
Oh okay.
And in fact, the only reason they seem not to be grabbing you is because the place is full of local knights. Because one of them did actually move as if he was about to go grab you guys, and then one of the other ones stopped him and kind of pointed at the local knights.
Yeah. Good day to you, sir.
Also, the priest looks like miserable to be there right now, just so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's not happy with this either.
I bow to the
In
priest.
fact, he almost looks like he's crying for help silently.
You're really gonna make me do this, aren't you?
I'm just letting you know that you're walking away from a man who does not want to be in this room. He's like, let me talk to them. The bishop's like, no, you will stay here.
Oh, by the way, before I leave, I need some business with the head priest. Will you come with me, Father Liam?
Liam.
And he bounds
Liam.
the fuck out of there before anyone has a chance to stop him.
All right.
Well, that was rude. Father Liam, come back. We have business with you.
Well, I mean,
As
he leaves out the front door and is waiting for you outside now.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go. Good.
As Father Liam is bouncing out, I bow to the bishop and say, "Thank you for your time," and leave.
Which ship did you come over on?
You are.
To the
He
You are
bowed
the-
to
you
a
are the-
bishop.
Wait, no. I want everyone to recognize. Whenever Kiri's character meets someone of proper stat, she bows.
And
She
curtsies. And
She curtsies. She's like, yes.
were you supposed to be the
And
wild
then
child that ran
out
away
of
from
their-
home?
Yeah, you're supposed to be the wild child. You're supposed to be like
She's
me,
scared
where-
of some of these people here.
Yeah, guess what?
It's
You do
scaring
what
the
Ymir did.
finishing school back into her.
Yeah, it's scaring
You
the
know what you
proper
do?
manners back into her.
Well, here's what you do, Carrie. As your character from its spec, you do what Ymir did. You go, I have treated you with respect. You have not. Goodbye.
Yeah.
And then you leave. That's called being respectful, but not being subservient.
It's called asserting
Right.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's called having a fucking spine.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to the priest
Yeah.
as soon as we get outside.
The
What
priest.
the
I'm sorry, I didn't know this would happen. I just he pulls out a rather familiar looking red gem and says, "I was told to simply use this to if ever a stone was found."
Does that gem look exactly like my gem?
Oh yeah, it does. Only
I'm
it looks
going-
like it has runes etched on it that are activatable.
Oh, good. I am going to tell. I'm not going to show him my gem because he's already shown once he can't be trusted with such knowledge. I'm going to suggest to him. You know what? I'm going to tell him what it is, but I'm not going to tell him that I have one. That is a teleportation gem.
He looks
Just
very
summon
confused. He's like,
somebody.
no, this is a communications gem. All priests have them so that we can contact the Order of Cuthbert.
Oh, he contact, not summon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Although
I thought you meant-
no, it is still very much the same gem. It's just been altered by the sigils.
Oh no, I
Basically,
thought you meant that when he said summon, you mean
Yeah.
summon,
No,
as in
like the minute you guys found that orb and refused to give it to him, he used this thing to basically send a message saying, "Hey, an orb's been found," and then these guys showed up on the boats.
So they're like walkie-talkies.
Well, no, it's like a distress beacon basically. It's just a thing that just goes out and goes beep beep beep. Hey, there's an orb over here.
All right, look, Father Liam.
He also just dropped the bomb that every priest has one of these things, and you guys already know where they
Father-
come from.
Father Liam, with
Wait,
respect,
where do they come from?
they come from hell. They are only manufactured in hell. We've already learned that they. Can
Oh yeah,
only
that's
be
right.
ma-
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's got one of the hell
Father
gems, and these things are being freely
Father
distributed
Liam,
by the
I am
church.
gonna- Well, I want to drop a little truth on him because I don't respect the church. Father Liam, that is a hell gem, and it originally was a teleportation gem.
No, this is
We
forged
pulled
by
one
the.
out of.
No, that's impossible. These are forged by artisans in the church over
All right,
generations.
it's time. I am not. I'm going to keep it further enough away that he cannot grab it. I'm going to unwrap my gem. You mean like this?
Where did you get that?
We
Hell.
got that when we went to hell.
You're lying.
You know when the sky happened and the whole hullabaloo with the elves?
when
Long
Pedro
time
left us,
before.
yes.
I jumped into a hell portal. This was powering the portal. I pulled it, jumped out, and closed the portal.
He looks
I
at you
can
flabbergasted
confirm-
and just goes, "I don't believe you. You've clearly
That's
stole
fair
that from
enough.
the
I walk
priest."
up. I walk
can
up.
confirm-
I walk up behind the priest, seeing them done with my business. Oh, hey, you found the hell. What are you doing with the hell gem out? I thought we were supposed to hide that or some shit.
You're lying.
All right. Well, I'm covering my gem up, and I'm putting it back in my bag.
Without any kind of supporting evidence, he's not believing that gem came from hell. He's very convinced that you stole that back on the main continent before it was finished.
Can I use? Is it possible for me to use diplomacy to convince him otherwise?
I mean,
You gotta roll like a
you
good
could try.
Yeah, I mean, I could intimidate him, but I'm not going to with it.
So, after very detailedly and carefully and calmly explaining every detail of what the fuck happened, he now believes you, and he goes, "Why would the church have these?"
Good question. Why are they sending what is an immensely what's the word I'm
Inquisition?
looking?
They literally,
And
literally, if you want to know the full name of what they sent, is the Inquisitorial Order of Saint Cuthbert.
Woohoo! I called it right with the
Yeah,
Inquisition.
no, they outright sent the Inquisition to find you guys.
Why are they sending an
Question,
inquisition
question,
over
question.
something?
They always said them when the orbs are found.
Yeah.
Question:
Yes.
Why is the Order of Saint Comfort after these orbs?
It's an ancient mandate that the orbs must be found and brought for destruction to the Cathedral of Light.
See, this is why I don't like churches.
Yeah,
They're
I
always
know.
so black and white.
Technically, isn't that what we were doing? We didn't know how to destroy it, so we brought it to the church so they could deal with it.
We brought it to
And
the church.
he told you to destroy it,
Yeah, and we decided that was a bad idea.
and so you gave it to the Archmage, who instead stored it somewhere.
All right,
Yeah,
look,
put it in his
Father.
underwear or something.
Look, Father. I respect you in some matters, but this was a bad move. And I have already met your summons. I will not meet another one with those people. And I hope that they leave quickly, because they are not the type of people we want to have around this colony.
No, they're not. Pipes in Zon's cloak.
Hello.
Which the priest seems very like, oh my god, devil magic.
These are some of the
Yeah, he's
Very
aware. Yeah, Zon explained the magic items as part of the story.
Yeah.
Oh, did he also explain the whole cursed and then somehow I got my bow uncursed?
Yeah, he did. The priest
Yeah.
thinks you were stupid for that.
Yeah, he thinks you're dumb. We all think you're dumb for that. But
Yeah.
Even the priest was like, couldn't you have just used it anyway?
I did like 2 sessions of storytelling with my role.
all right, Father, we are going to leave now. I hope there is no bad blood between us. I don't care if there's bad blood between them and us.
As long as it doesn't affect us.
I'm basically asking for the priest's permission to leave.
Yeah, no,
without
you
any
have that
prejudice.
permission. Incidentally, Flux, the bishop has just been staring at you like you're an idiot the whole time.
All right. Well, with that, I'm going to inform the priest of the because he is one of the spiritual leader, at least a leader of the colony, of the negotiations that are coming up.
Alright, he is made aware.
Right. And let's go.
I thank him for his time, but I don't bow.
Way to assert yourself to the wrong person.
Well,
Literally,
that guy is Liam is someone she likes.
Yeah, this is someone who's respectable. This is who you should.
This is
fucking
also
bow
someone who
to.
you may have just given a crisis of faith.
Ha! I know. That was the point.
So
Also,
after,
you have laid down a big truth that they are using devil items, and that the
Yep.
Church of Light may be corrupted. May have been corrupted.
After you do all that, I ask, so what did those assholes want with you anyway?
They wanted to get a stab in the neck, but luckily we didn't do that. I'm gonna leave it at that and march away.
Yeah.
I look confused and ask the rest of you guys, the hell was that all about?
Have you ever heard of the term Inquisition?
I mean, I assume he has. Pretty much everyone who goes to the Church of Light, even if they're not from that country.
I was just asking him, like,
I facepalm and goes,
In fact,
and go,
incidentally, does anyone
Wait,
want to make any
those-
kind of a check to see what they know about the Inquisition?
I'll do a
what
history
kind of check would that be?
It would be
That'd be
either
a-
history or religion.
I can't make either one of those checks. I just kind of facepalm and go, what Inquisition? What the hell did you guys
So
do?
you know that the Inquisition, that there are technically several inquisitional orders, one for each of the gods of the Church of Light, and that all of them basically are sent by the Church to do specific missions given by the High Pontiff of Light, and that they will not recognize any authority but the churches while doing so. This includes going to lands that don't even recognize the Church of Light, such as Doran, or even the Necropolis at times, and imposing church law in their search for whatever it is that they're being sent to do.
By the way, before
They've also
we
been known
leave-
for just rounding up people and making them disappear
By the way, just
on
for
acquisitions of
confirmation-
being witches, heretics, or otherwise demon worshippers.
Yeah, this is going to come to a head, I know. Before we left, is there any chance I could have done an Arcana check on that gem that he pulled out?
I mean, you could have if you wanted to. You would have had to have done it when he was showing it to you, but
Can we? I was asking.
you want to retroactively do it? Yeah, no, it is magic.
Okay.
Congratulations, you know the magic gem is magic.
No, now can I do a spellcraft check to figure out what type of runes those are?
I mean, he kind of told you. But sure.
I'm confirming what he said because it
All right.
sounds like there's some lying
So does
going
someone
on in
fill
the
in
church.
Matthias on everything that
Yes,
that he needs to know?
They are a long distance communication spell.
Okay, that's all. All right.
So does anyone choose to fill the Matthias in?
Well, I choose
Fine.
to... Oh, I'll fill him in as best as I can.
It's almost like Matthias shouldn't get any fucking info because he wasn't with the party.
Well,
Well, the summons
basic-
wasn't for Matthias, now was it?
Technically, he's right.
Then it may be conversation, and Matthias should see his way out.
All right.
Well-
Can we move on from antagonizing each other because
Yeah.
Matthias went to take our orders instead of
Can
coming
I
to the church?
So-
tell him what happened?
No, he's not. We paid him to take our orders. There is no favor Matthias performed for us. We paid him. This was an exchange. He doesn't get goodwill for taking our orders.
Fine.
Can I explain to him what happened?
Yes, you already did, Kiri. You said you
Yes.
did.
Your character's dead.
Okay. In character, he knows what's going on.
Hooray! It's almost... Actually, no, it is. It's going to be October once we skip ahead to the peace conference.
Well, before that,
Matthias, did you get the items I asked you to get?
no, you've got to wait 3 months for the time skip and the ships to show up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, no, you can get your ever full mug and your everlasting rations right now, but everything else has to wait.
I asked Matthias to get me those.
Well,
I did.
While we were out.
Fine, then you got that. The rest of us got to wait for time skip.
Okay. Then I give him those 2 platinum, as I said I'd give him.
I like how Flex is still just hanging out in the cathedral, bothering the bishop.
I go back into the church and ask Cromwell, would you like to come with us, or are you still chatting up with your new friend here?
We got, what, 4 days, right? How long are you going to be in town?
I
told-
love the
It,
blood.
incidentally, the bishop is here to stay.
Ah, sweet. Let's go to that party. I never got a concrete answer on that can you drink thing, so... I think they have, like, cider there. Like, maybe just water.
No, the church is open to the public, so it's not like Flux can't go every day to bug the shit out of him.
I mean,
go and hear
he
the
can also
terms
just
of
choose to
fatherly-
ignore him, since in the bishop's eyes, Flux is a heathen.
They got this fancy drink where they put, like, snake venom in it. Makes your tongue numb.
To be fair, I think the Church of I think St. Cuthbert would be not happy with the 2 of us existing.
Yeah, no, any inclination that you guys are Lycans in Cuthbert is going to be a little, Oh, no, maybe not Cuthbert. Cuthbert's just all about retribution and shit.
What about me? What about the
cool.
fact that I come from Ignatius?
You are also a heathen.
Yeah.
I mean, frankly, everyone but Zon's
I'm
kind of
from
it.
Kadish.
I was about to say,
I'm
everyone
basically
but
from Saudi
Zon,
Arabia.
everyone except Zon and potentially Kiri is kind of a heathen to them.
Yeah,
There is a small presence of the church in Light and Kaddish, but Kaddish is mostly into like spirit and ancestor worship,
Yeah, basically like this.
or just individual worship of the gods without the overall architecture of the Church of Light, which does exist. There are some people who worship Palor and Cuthbert and all that outside the confines of the Church of Light.
That's my part of my response is the fact that I know they look down on me, and I've treated them with more respect than normally someone from my region would give them. So,
Because you worship the Emperor.
Yep.
I mean, you personally, I don't believe do.
no, I
think
don't
that's part of
believe
your
he's
thing.
a god, but I worked for the Empire, and I respect their tradition. Essentially.
Well, if that's all said and done,
All right, we got about a week till they show up, right?
Yeah, you got another 5 days.
Yeah.
All right, it's time to take care of the banking stuff and let that show up. Can I just do that? All right, 3 questions. 1, does the party want me to put all the artwork in a vault or sell it?
Sell it.
besides what I've taken, sell it.
Sell it and get like a safety deposit or whatever equivalency we can get.
Alright. I could get 5,000 for 5 days for the gems. But what... Sovik, what exactly can I get with the artwork? Because there's like 15,000 gold sitting here.
Honestly, the best you're going to do with the artwork until the town grows again is you're going to be able to throw an insurance policy on it and store it until the town gets bigger, at which point they'll sell you. They'll sell it. They'll pay you out the insurance policy in advance. As it'll be worth the market value of the painting, so it'll be as if they sold it to you. But the art itself will just be sitting in a vault until such time as it gets sold down the road.
And we don't get the gold until they actually sell it.
Right, they're gonna hold the gold for you.
Alright, everybody got...
And if the art's ever stolen, they'll pay out. Or if something happens to it, like a fire in the vault or something.
Everyone got about 1,000 gold? Because you said
Yes.
I could do 1,000 in golden gems a day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so I still have 439 in gems. Can I go around the magic districts and start trying to sell off the potions and scrolls that we don't want? I should be able to sell everything but the Wand of Summon Monster, which is 1,170 gold.
Yeah.
Flux?
I mean, as long as nobody else has a issue with
I
you doing
have no
so.
objection.
Alright,
Yeah.
let me add it up and then split it up.
Also, by the third day, Flux has been outright banned from the church.
So what was
There-
like 1,000
there is
gold
now
straight away?
there is now like an artist rendition of Cromwell on the door that says "Do not allow without appointment."
Do not serve this man.
Do not allow without appointment.
Hold on, Bishop. Bishop, I have a confession. Bishop.
Neotech, did you say 1,000 for each of us?
No, let me finish. 1,375 per person.
Gold?
5.
So 1,375 split between us. Everybody gets some.
Hooray for
13.75,
belated
right?
divvying of loot.
13.75.
Yes, 1,375.
Okay.
And just to be sure, that was 1375.
Hey guys, I'm back. Guess what I got?
A banning from the
I got a
church?
fancy picture of me.
Ooh, looks very much like you.
Now everyone will know that I'm someone special.
He comes back. I hand Flux his 1375. Here's your cut of the previous encounter. The art is being held. We will get that payment as soon as possible.
Okay.
You think if I... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna go... So, like, I'm gonna go fashion a fake mustache and try to go back to the church.
I literally... No, here's the
switch out
order
on
of this. I literally hand him his gold. He goes, great, I can get a fake mustache with this. Turns around and goes...
Even easier. I'm just gonna switch out of hybrid form and just stroll back into the church.
Wait, you've been in hybrid form this whole time?
By the
I've
way,
been form
Sovik,
100%.
Yeah.
for the record, will they take the druid vestment as well at market cost with the art, or is that something they were like, no, we don't?
They're not going to deal with the Druid investment.
All right, well,
As-
that means that's
Technically, to them, it has no value because they can only sell that to a Druid, and
Yeah.
they don't have any handy.
druid. All right, well. Besides that, I should have gotten an or. No, I don't have enough time to make someone their masterwork gear.
Fox,
yet.
he's gone into his little office and just has a sign that says "Do not disturb" the door.
He disturbs the door.
I mean, he's a member of the church. He has to.
I mean, technically,
technically,
technically, the priest is the one who does everything. The bishop's just there being the
I'm
bigwig.
so tempted to name drop my book just to get a few more minutes of time with the bishop.
I kind of like my idea.
By the way, I need to ask this: was everyone okay with the jeweled crown going with the artwork stuff?
Yeah.
Because it's another
Yeah.
piece of artwork.
I think we need
Very rude,
background.
Bara. I'm not telling that to a man.
Oh, by the way, here's some more gold. I forgot about 2 scrolls. I probably shopped around to sell.
I'll put some background music on.
Yeah, you got another 60 gold. Everybody.
Yay!
If the bishop doesn't want to be friends anymore, I can take a hint. I'm gonna leave.
He's like, the bishop literally turns on music to drown out the sound of fucking Flux.
Oh, it's him again. Oh,
Guess-
you're...
my god, this is
Guess who's not
hilarious.
getting summoned by the bishop anymore? Played the long game.
Alright, well, that takes care of most of the list of loot, and everybody got their gold, so I'm happy. Alright, I guess it's time to do the peace conference.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back to Zon's house, or wherever we can put Tim. Okay, Tim, you ready to be a cleric now?
Tim just stares at you.
Okay, I'm gonna take Tim. We're gonna start heading towards the cathedral.
Holy shit!
I'm
Can I-
glad that no one is near Flux right now.
Okay,
Sorry, Zon, but Flux is the one that's in control of the.
I'm gonna
Fucking-
show him the sights as we get there. I'm gonna point out the cathedral to him. Yeah, pretty cool, isn't it?
he's gonna stare at the cathedral.
I mean, you can,
Here,
go
can we
in.
turn the
I-
music off now? I can barely hear Flux.
How's it? I hate.
It's not that loud to me.
You can go in if you want. I'm not allowed in anymore. They kicked me out.
I
but
can
you
hear
go in.
Flux, okay?
No,
It's just Neotag
Flux
settings
is
as he doesn't
really
have
low
his-
on my end for some reason. You know what? I'm gonna turn Flux up.
Yeah, I was just about to say on Discord you can turn up and down people different.
Wait, really?
Besides,
How do you do that?
besides, something this dramatic needs better music.
It is kind of pretty in there. I'd say you should go check it out. It's boring after 3 days in there non-stop, but you know.
Alright, I set him to 200%.
Yeah, I can hear Flux fine now.
Ah, I lost my stupid thing.
We're
Alright,
actually gonna. I kind of want to get to the time skip before we end
Hold on.
this session.
Tim has a life goal that we need help. So go on, Tim. Ask him. I can't be with you all the way. You gotta go ask him if you can be a cleric.
okay.
You're getting
Tim
Tim killed.
isn't moving toward the place. He's just staring. In fact, his expression has changed from one of expectation to almost one of. See, anger's not the word.
Fear.
Fear, contempt,
If you could see more of his face and it wasn't covered by change, he'd probably be grinning right now, like
I'm gonna
excitement.
like a man about to get something he wants.
I'm gonna move the chains out of Tim's eyes. There you go, Tim. Now you can see the church a bit better.
Content, joy.
I.
So this
Seriously.
is like a satisfied, like, oh, it's there type smile.
I'm gonna lead Tim up to the gates. My friend would like to go into the church. I'm not allowed in, but can he go in?
The guards are like flabbergasted and draw their weapons.
Are they drawing it at Tim or Flux?
Tim.
And an easy no would have sufficed. Fine, Tim. It's cool. Can we go back?
They do hesitantly like move out of the way. It's like, is that thing bound? I mean, he does have like the whole straitjacket chain thing going on at the moment.
Look at all the chains on him. I think he's bound. He's not doing anything.
You know, with the Inquisition there, they're literally just gonna strike him down the second they see him, right?
I'm gonna bring Tim into the church and we're gonna go sit at one of the pews.
This will be interesting.
Okay, you take him to the church, and before the bishop has a chance to really register what's going on and sees you and starts to move, Tim speaks.
Uh-oh.
He just stares at the bishop and says, "Hello, Rathar." And the bishop like freezes hearing his name. It's just like an oh fuck look on his face.
What? You didn't tell me your name, dude. Nice to meet you. I'm Cromwell.
The Inquisition also looks a little panicked.
This is. I see the situation and go. Oh,
Wait, is anybody else here? I remember saying I was coming with.
You guys said that you were staying away from this.
I did not.
I
Incidentally,
specifically stated I was away, so I'm not here.
incidentally,
I was
whatever happened with that puzzle box that you guys got?
I have it in my pocket.
Oh,
Here in my backpack.
because the puzzle box flies out of your backpack and into Tim's hand.
Oh, Tim, give that back. I paid good money for it.
Also,
I'm looking at this going.
the bishop looks panicked seeing it.
Oh god damn it! Flux is about to kill the entire church.
So you already know the bishop. That's cool. Now, it's good. To
I
have
know
a
all the
connection to this world.
bishops.
Oh, cool. Then we can get you into being a cleric really easily. Is there like a confirmation thing? Does he have to have... I know some people have to like say no 3 times. and say
He's
yes
ignoring you. Just keeps looking at the bishop. The debt must
Oh,
be
God
paid,
damn it.
Rathar.
That must be paid.
He starts walking toward him and he unbounds himself.
He what?
Yeah, he unbinds the chains that he was using to straitjacket himself, and now he's just in like normal chain devil mode and is just slowly walking toward the altar, holding out the puzzle box.
Why the fuck did I say I was away?
Well, because
I'm just sitting here letting things play out. I'm not getting involved because this
Fuck
is
you guys
awesome.
and your fishman politics. I'm stepping this game to the next level.
I am actually very interested in this.
Yeah, no, the
Move on.
local knights seem to have no idea what the fuck to do, and the Inquisition knights are likewise just kind of like, oh fuck, what do we do?
I ordered the local knights to please leave the area.
I say to the bishop,
Hey.
well, looks like someone was not being on the up and up.
Hang on, I actually need to check something real quick.
I'm not even there.
So it's me, Flux, and Red Fox that are here.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I went to the bank and was getting things sorted out. I'm at the bank right now, so
Side adventures. What a beautiful thing.
Side adventures. The DM wasn't quite planning you to bite on.
yeah.
The DM wasn't planning for stupid to happen.
Well, you
Now
were.
imagine-
You also didn't plan for the most obvious question asked.
To be
It's the
fair, I
obvious
was like
thing.
looking for because with you guys, I was looking like, okay, so what's all the stupid like out of the box stuff is Flux is gonna try, and Neotech's gonna try.
I'm gonna ask my book. Hey, book, you know anything about what's going on here?
The book is just being very. It just feels very amused right now, and it's just kind of like watching like, this is fun.
Oh, cool.
Out of character, what is Yamir's happy spear feel?
Why?
Happy.
But he's not there. No one's there.
I'm at the bank.
Yeah,
Okay.
you weren't there. Never mind.
While
sorry.
I've dished out the gold, in game wise, while Flux was doing this, I'm at the bank getting everything cashed out and sorted and put into a vault.
You know, book, I'm starting to think you didn't want to be clergy.
Okay, so now I just need to find the stats for that, and I'm gonna.
Why didn't you just walk here? Oh, wait, book. Are devils like vampires? Do we have to welcome them in? I didn't know that. I mean, I guess vampires don't want you to know either. But devils
I mean, if the church is literally powered by the devils, and they know that a price will be paid, they probably have some magic over their temples and churches to prevent the devils from coming in and collecting.
I mean, they couldn't even.
I'm
keep
just
out
gonna
one.
reuse this map right now because
They couldn't
fuck
even
'em.
keep out one lycanthrope. Then what are they gonna do? Try to keep the devil out? I mean, come on. Oh God, giants on.
Giants on.
Zod went in on his horse?
No.
Yeah, that's very rude, son. Get that horse out of here.
I'd like to be smaller, please.
Animals don't have souls, son. I know Todd tried to sell you on that whole bullshit, but no, they don't. They don't get into heaven.
All
But
right.
what about Stabby McSqueak?
I mean, there's some.
I mean, I
groups
wish
that
I
think,
was here. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not, so I'm not.
There's some groups that think
Me
pets get
neither.
into heaven. Like, I think that's just some kind of nonsense to make people happy.
Because I would really like to participate in the downing of that asshole.
Same here, but is what it is.
No, you. Who will help me bake the bread? Said the head. Only people want to eat the bread. No one wanted to sit there while I was talking to the priest. They only want the payoff at the end. No, fuck you.
I'm willing to go with Flux's ruling. Did you somehow drag Bara into this?
No.
No.
Then I'm not involved.
Were you with me when I was talking with the priest? No. But I've been doing my own thing until the 5-day thing happened.
Yeah, I
I.
respectively told the bishop to fuck off and then left.
Yeah.
When I saw you bringing the chain demon there, I decided to tag along.
Chain devil.
Chain devil.
It's very rude. It's like calling a Japanese person Chinese. Come on, dude.
Yeah. And
Actually, there's a huge difference between the two. So yes, actually it is.
Yeah, I know.
And Tim was in my house, so I would probably have come.
It's almost like you should have
Cromwell
left your,
just
left your
showed
doors
up at your
unlocked.
front door, said, "Hey, I'm taking Tam," and then walked out.
We're getting Tim a job.
So I was like, all right.
He's like goddamn layabout.
I was using him as my table, but you know, I was sitting there.
All right, I
you know,
gotta zoom in. What the fuck is the priest? Oh, hello, bees.
Oh god, he's been bees all along.
Not the bees.
Was the Inquisition?
Oh god,
really
evil hornets.
So,
plague?
no, well, hang on. This is what's happening. Hang on. Do I need one more? I think I need one more. No, I need two more.
You said there were 4 knights.
No, hang on. No, this has nothing to do with that. So, the bishop kind of panics, orders the Inquisition to come with him, and as he's leaving, he summons up 5 swarms of locusts that just swarm out from where he is towards you guys.
Hey, hold on. Come back, Rathar.
So you're gonna make him where he gets to leave. Fucking dick.
Well, I mean, do you want to fight the completely unstatted thing that I have no sheet for or anything?
Hold on.
I
Tim
mean,
should be at the front with me.
I know. I'm fixing this. Give me a minute.
Also,
Yeah, you also need to resize. There we go.
So Tim, is he a friend of yours?
And I'm just kind of sitting over here leaning on the wall.
I'm gonna ask someone for a recap when I get back, but I need to use the restroom and get a drink. And since I'm not involved right now,
Alright,
I
I'll
need
keep an
I need
ear
to
out.
check what Tim can do. I need to know if you're losing Tim or not.
Probably going to lose Tim.
This very well could be the session where we lose a player to death.
Probably
And
not.
because
It's a
of
fucking
the
swarm of
Olympics.
locust. Lux is probably gonna one-shot all of them. This is literally just a distractionary measure to kill time till the session ends. Dancing change generation. Da 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 da. All right. What about shared species traits? Okay, so he can't. Alright, so he has no way of magically leaving, so Tim gets to stay.
Don't break my heart like that. Sir. The book went silent on me. I've now reverted to Tim.
The book goes silent because you have yet to offer it anything.
I'm blue balling the book.
you blue ball the book, the book's gonna blue ball you and play the long game. Alright, so, locust swarms. What are their initiative?
enjoy your 50% miss chance.
Where's Father Liam? Father Liam, come help us.
He's like cowering somewhere.
Father Liam, come on. This is a
We
church
already
proper.
broke that poor priest's faith, and now he literally saw the guy who represents the highest ideal of his church cower before a demon, and then summon bug swarms.
Yeah, and summon locust to be like, oh my god, the fuck.
Cromwell was not expecting this outcome. He's not ready. He's very confused.
Holy
If-
shit, you rolled low.
The 2 people he thought were pretty cool dudes have stopped talking to him, and one of them summoned Locust to defeat his other friend. You ever have that bit where your 2 friends get into a fight and you're not sure if you can be friends with both of them at the same time? Yeah, that's what's going on in Cromwell right now. So Tim, is it cool if I'm still friends with Rathar?
Alright, Tim is actively choosing not to take place in combat so he doesn't get initiative.
Tim's kind of a dick.
Yeah. It's almost like Tim only cares about those things that directly relate to him or you force him into. Alright,
So you're saying intimidate check to get him to attack.
Matthias.
I'm gonna go. There. And I'm going to attack you with, let's see, with my rogue blade out, and call upon my blink with the rogue blade. So that's d20 plus 11, 29.
Now roll your mischance.
Is it a oh, yeah, that's right. Swarms have a mischance, don't they?
How does
Wait,
that
do
work?
they?
Thought swarms have a mischance.
I'm checking right now.
do they? I don't remember.
Swarms either have damage reduction half
They do.
or a
They're
mischance.
made
I
up
don't
of
remember
locusts,
which.
so they're tiny creatures. So they take half damage from slashing.
They're diminutive.
And they're immune to all weapon damage.
Are they?
Yep.
Oh.
You have to either have specific weapons made to attack swarms or use magic or something.
Well, I ineffectively attacked the swarm.
But we're screwed.
You kill a few bugs.
Oh, I thought you can attack swarms with weapons.
You can
It's
if they're
just not like-
if the individuals within the swarm are big enough.
A finer diminutive swarm is immune to all weapon damage.
Damn. All right. I forgot about that. It's been a while since I've dealt with swarms. Can I take my move back then?
Yeah, it's a diminutive vermin. You can take your move back. It has to occupy the same space to attack.
All right, then I'm just gonna. I'm
There
not
is
gonna
a way
pull
to-
out the blade.
They're susceptible to high winds.
All right. Well, instead of attacking, because
Fred, just wait a second.
what?
Let Sovik finish, because I know there's a way to kill swarms.
The swarm
Yeah,
has
I
no
know.
clear front or back, no discernible anatomy, is not subject to critical hits or flanking, made up of tiny creatures, takes half damage, composed of finer diminutive creatures immune to all weapon damage, reducing a swarm to 0 hit points, blah, blah, blah. So you have to fight them with magic or blow them away or run away.
So okay, I'm not going to do that. Instead, I am going to just do a hide check.
They're also immune to any spells that or effects that target a specific number of creatures.
Hide check. That was
Too
a
bad
really
I'm
low
not
roll.
there, because a single fireball would have taken them all out.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hide.
Okay, you hide.
Matthias could, leave and then try to go find Ymir or somebody. Maybe try to get the priest up to use some magic?
I'm gonna say this out of character. I don't think there's anything Bara could do here. Nope, there's nothing I could do.
Well, unless you have a specific type of arrow that's called swarm strike arrows. They have basically
Nope.
a flat front, and they allow you to do damage to small swarms.
Alright.
Well, I have her
Better
basic
see how this
arrows.
plays out.
Swarms will move.
And they're not going to do jack shit.
Oh
to
no,
Ymir.
they're not.
I mean, Cromwell. Actually, I think Zon's probably immune to them as well now, because he's in full fucking armor.
Swarms don't make attack rolls.
It just
They
does,
do
it just does
damage,
straight
so-
damage.
So Zon's actually gonna get fucked here.
Yeah, because these things do 2d6 damage.
2d6. That seems a little high.
The locust swarm.
Alright, so 9 damage to Flux.
Okay.
5 damage to Zon.
Okay.
$11 damage to Tim. Let's see, how far are these things move? Speed 30. Alright, Sir Thomas.
doesn't seem advantageous. I guess.
Do what Sonya does and spin to win.
What are my fourth powers again?
Nothing that's really helpful in this situation, as I recall.
Nope.
Yeah, swarms are a DM's fuck you tool for most campaigns where people use normal weapons. So
I guess I'll double move or something. Retreat.
Okay.
Let's see, 30. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where's my ruler?
Yeah, you have, everyone has enough movement. If they double move, pretty much they can just bolt out of the church.
yeah, if you run at 4 times your speed, dude.
Yeah, everyone's free to bolt out of the church at this point.
Okay. I'm at the entrance.
Okay. Cromwell.
Come on, Tim. We have to go after him. Which way did Rathar go?
You couldn't see through the swarms.
Okay. Well, going to move here. Now, what are the options for where he went?
There's 2 doors to either side of the altar area.
What was the area that Rathar usually went when he left because I was annoying him?
He would always go to the right.
Then I'm going to head to the right door.
Okay. The right door is over there.
So you're leaving Tim to die.
I'd want Tim to come on. I mean, look, I can damage the swarms. I can't damage them enough to kill them in a fashionable manner.
And Tim, frankly, is kind of just ignoring the swarms because of his regeneration.
Yeah. I mean, I have fire damage, but it's not enough to kill him.
Tim's going to go off and join you with adventure.
Can you smell him, Tim? Actually, hold on. What's the rules for tracking? What's that action? Give me a second.
That's a standard.
I thought it was survival checks to know when you're inside.
Not if I'm tracking him by scent.
Yep.
Which both of us can do.
I can smell that priest.
I like this Zod books it. The two Lycans are just like, fuck it, we're going balls deep on this.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought everybody was leaving. I thought that's why
Well,
you did.
Well,
To be fair, Zod, you were kind of out of your depth of that fight. Those things were going to
yeah,
eat you alive.
you're not built for it. You can't do anything to them, and they can kill you. So. Now I'm just hoping we go a little bit over, because I would actually like to get to the time skip today.
So, are you making that track?
Okay, it's actually a full round action, so I'll just move here, and then I guess we'll do it next round.
Okay. Alright, Matthias.
I'm going to try to, while remain hidden, make my way over there.
Actually, quick question. Which way is Tim looking? Because he was like a fucking homing compass to this church.
Tim's looking dead out through that door.
Okay. I knew it. We got this, Tim. Let's go get him. We're gonna make him have that beer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6.
And this is where we split
Hello.
the party. Oh, hey.
Figured I'd join you. This looks like fun.
Alright, the swarms are actually, at this point, ignoring you. They're heading off into the corners to go devour the local guards, who did not run like smart people.
Very
So
Great.
these
We're
they're also killing civilians at this point.
I ordered them to run.
Yeah, well, they didn't listen. They tried to stand defend the place. So
Yeah, that was
so now any civilians that haven't run out at this point are being like chased down by the swarms and devoured alive.
not my
I'm
problem.
honestly
They didn't
gonna
run.
ask: is there any way Ymir and Bara can show up anytime soon?
Well, at this point, if you're anywhere near the church, you're hearing screams and seeing people running down the streets.
How close to the bank was the church?
I'm gonna say it was a
How
couple
close
blocks
do
away. I
we
mean,
live?
if you made a listen check, you could hear.
All right, yeah. Then Ymir is running, and if Bara was with me, she's coming
Barra
to-
definitely would have
Yeah.
heard it with her elven ears. Plus, you probably you probably run into Zom by now, who's just like booking it like, we need help.
All right.
So
Tiny
basically,
bugs.
That stupid raptor.
What the fuck is going on? Yeah, quickly.
Tim pointed at Bishop. Bishop apparently got scared, lit up locust swarms. I don't know where the two lycanthropes is or the demon, and now there's locusts in there eating everyone. We need fire. Lots of it. Preferably to burn down this church.
Oh, fire you need. All right, show me the way.
I
And we
take
can
my
do that
ever-burning torch and I hold it
All right,
very
we could do that
proudly.
next turn. Let Flux actually do, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Yeah, I'm gonna have all of that have been Zon's turn. Zon's turn was spent bringing you guys into the initiative order.
Looks like your church is infested with vermin. It's also almost symbolic.
It is.
So, do you want us to roll initiative, or what do you want us
Yes.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
For next turn, it's Flux's. Yeah, you weren't the only one. Flux also crit failed that.
Bar 5.
Okay, so I'm actually doing nothing that's gonna be round based. I'm just running off with Tim, following where Tim's senses are taking him.
Yeah, frankly, this is going to very quickly break into a, and okay, that's it for the night.
Yeah, so we've booked it. I don't know where you guys are doing or what you're.
I mean, if they want to finish off the swarms, they're welcome to.
But we've left.
Yes.
We're gone.
Yeah, because it is now Flux's turn, and I'm assuming that he and Matthias' turns right after, they're all just going to book out toward wherever
Oh,
it
yeah.
is. Yeah.
We're gonna go after the priest because
He needs
In
to
my
have
head-
that beer.
in my head, with the whole you must pay your debt. I'm putting 2 and 2 together and going. So that's where the Hell Gems came from. This ought to be fun.
Hell, James? Is that a different?
Hell Gems.
Hell James sounds like an amazing fucking
Hell
like name for
James!
like
do you have a friend named Jameson?
Hell James should totally be like an old like 80s singer.
Would I have known which
Like
way they were
Meatloaf.
going, say, if it was to try to chase after
After
them?
we take care of the
Fucking
locusts,
Amazon.
we can follow them, but they're going to be far ahead of us.
Well, that's where the horse comes in.
You two left and you can't track. You left and you can't track by scent. So good luck tracking us down. We're doing buddy cop adventures now with Tim.
I guess I'll go get my horse while that happens. then.
No. Wait.
I mean, I'm also not gonna lie. Tim's not in a big hurry. He's actually been like just going at his like plodding like inevitable pace, like
So
Tim and
basically,
your
like,
DnD
like-
intervention.
like a horror movie creature of sorts.
Tim,
So like,
hurry up.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, kinda.
Can we actually do this instead of making jokes?
All right.
Seriously.
All right, swarms get to move again. I'm just gonna say by this point they've eaten everybody. And there's now just bones all over this place,
Just bones and blood covering the
and
church.
they're just gonna start moving.
Where's Priest Liam? I didn't want him to die.
Priest Liam is cowering in the rooms to the left. He shut himself in the other side of the altar area.
He's a coward who let everyone else die.
He is. All right, Sir Thomas.
I guess I go and get my horse.
He's going to get shit ready. Okay, Bar.
How the fuck is Bara going before me?
I don't know
Don't
because this initiative order got
know.
fucked up.
Yeah, I was wondering why Sir Thomas
There we
went
go.
before me. Well,
I fixed it, guys.
all right. I've got a general gist of what's going on. Let's see. 5, 10, 15. All right. Do this. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That will work. And how many charges do I have? I still have 4 charges. All right. Fireball on the swarm closest to me.
Okay.
What do I have to make for that? Fireball, fireball, fireball. Reflex half, no attack roll. Okay. You don't pass.
And it burns up. Alright, Matthias is left. The swarms go again.
Now, are you following standard D&D rules about experience points gained?
Everyone's
get.
everyone's gonna get experience points.
Okay, yeah, that's the standard.
Sir Thomas is running off and getting shit done. Cromwell's running off, getting shit done. Bara.
All right.
Watch my back, I yell out, because that's about all you
Okay.
can fucking do.
I move here. I move 20 feet. Act the swarm right in front of Ymir. So that would be.
Okay.
And your arrow flies through the swarm.
And I'm using my fire bow.
Hopefully to burn it.
I mean,
Okay.
you'll do some maybe damage, I think.
What else can I do? Otherwise, I have pierce damage.
What exactly are the rules when it comes to magic? and
Immune to
swarm?
all weapon damage.
That's it?
Yep.
About magic. I thought there was something about
They
immune.
take 50. They take 50% more from area effect damage.
More? Oh, okay.
Single target spells and targets attack a specific number of creatures they are immune to, with the exception of mind-affecting effects.
That's stupid, but okay.
So, literally, the only damage they can take would be the extra fire damage from the arrow passing through them. That I will rule that the fire on the arrows themselves will do damage, but the actual damage from the arrows won't, and the fire won't get the benefit of your skirmish.
Damn it.
Yeah, no.
So how would you rule a spell that's like Ring of Blades, which is what I was going to do next?
What was the spell do? Is it
literally-
just an area of effect?
Yeah, if every square around me takes damage from magical spinning blades.
Then that works.
Okay, well then that's what I'll do.
Yeah, what it is if it says specifically targets, like, say, 3 creatures, or specifically targets 1 creature, they're immune to it. If it's just an AoE, then they get hit by it.
Well, in that case, I do 2 fire damage because, well,
Okay.
Ymir smiles and says, "Watch this! I'm revving up my saw," and I
Do you even know what revving is? Revving hasn't been invented yet. Afterback Industries hasn't gotten that far in the R&D process.
I know, but this is after reading this description, this has become my new favorite spell. I cast Ring of Blades. Literally, spinning blades go around me constantly and do damage to anything that's around me.
But do you want axe?
Yeah. So let me actually look up the damage because I remember it being quite substantial. Oh yeah, here it is.
Incidentally, anyone who's not actually part of this combat is free to leave if they need to. This is going to be how we end.
out of curiosity, at what turn
Okay.
would Sir Thomas come back in at? Would he come in at this turn or the next turn?
He's going to come in at the end.
What
Alright.
about the witty banter with Tim at the end?
16 damage to the swarm in front of me.
Okay.
So we're gonna save what happens when we get to the bishop for next time.
Yes.
Okay.
Bishop will be next time.
Okay.
Along with the fish people and the time skip, unfortunately.
Neotag, could you write the experience points and stuff in, into the RPG chat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, Vara.
All right.
Actually, hang on. No, hang on. Vara, actually,
Wait.
I think the swarms. Yeah, the swarms.
Oh, well, I'll happily take an extra turn.
Nope. Swarms. Eight damage to Ymir.
Okay.
Ten damage to Bara.
Okay.
Good news is swarms don't get attacks of
All right,
opportunity.
now it's Bara.
All right. I move here, and I attack. You mean my remote?
Can't
to
attack the
hurt
swarm on me. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know, and I know basically all I can do is basically a d6.
That's if you can hit them.
That's
Yeah. No. Ymir?
I moved there. Let me get the ruler out. And I fireball. I fireball and I do damage to all 3 swarms. Let's see if I can kill them out. $32 damage. Each of them gets a reflex save for half. First one passes, middle one does not, second one passes. That's 18 damage. How much life does a swarm have? They're not supposed to have very much.
21.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What level are they?
Locust swarms. Technically level 3.
Huh.
They're level 3,
I
but
don't remember.
they also have 6 hit dice.
Yeah, last time I looked up swarms, they had like very little health. That's one of the negatives for them because they're such...
No, they have 68 minus 68 minus 6 hit dice.
Huh. Whatever. So that's 18 to those 2.
Yep.
Alright, so they're almost dead. Alright.
And now the swarms are back. Buzz, buzz, buzz. 5 damage.
Since they're mindless, they don't know to avoid my blades, by the way.
I know. There's one more.
I would imagine they would have some preservation.
Wait.
Not really.
How did they not get into my square area?
They can't all share the same square.
No, I mean, one... How did... Never mind. I'm wondering why that one stopped just short of my area of blades, is all.
Because it's trying to get to Bara.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Whose turn it now is.
Yep. Up here.
Finding Ring of Blades is not as effective as I thought it would be with mindless enemies.
Come on. 23.
I mean, if you're the one pulling all the aggro, it's effective, but... Yeah, you hit.
5 fire damage.
Okay. Congrats,
And
you
I am the one that...
you hit the one that hasn't taken any damage yet.
I got one last fireball in me. That's about it. And then I have to use something else.
Alright,
So-
give me here.
There. And let me measure it out. Make sure Ymir's not in the blast radius. There. And let's do it. 36 damage. They each get a reflex save. Middle one made it. The other 2 did not.
Alright, well, they're all dead anyway. Alright, you have burned the bugs.
And here, after we're done with this, we are going to create some kind of bug poison.
I was going to say you
Some
were
kind
going
of
to have the
raid.
longest bath.
Yeah. Now, honestly, I could have just gust to win them, but I have no guarantee that hitting the wall would have done enough damage. Don't quite understand swarms and gust of wind.
Gust of wind just blows them away and forces them to dissipate, which essentially just kills them outright.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I should have probably done.
Gust of wind literally just makes it so that they're unable to form the swarm and that they just have to dissipate, at which point they just kind of fly away.
That probably would have been more effective, but
Probably.
they have good reflexes saves. That's the problem.
3.
Amir was kind
What
of
levels you guys again? You're all 7 and 8 now,
Level
right?
7.
7 and 8, yes. Red and Flux are 8. The rest of us are 7.
So that was an easy encounter level 6.
Ymir was hoping not to gain more experience till getting into the swamp, but
I
this will be
mean,
nice.
you literally got 315 experience points. It's a pittance.
Yeah.
What did we
Your
get?
total.
You in Flux got 240.
240. Okay.
And I don't believe these things drop treasure. Nope, so there's no treasure to divvy out.
No, they're swarms.
Yeah. I'm double checking that swarms don't have a peculiar chance of shoving jumps up their anuses.
So I am now 1,200 away from leveling up.
And even though you're here, I went ahead and typed it in the RPG chat just for everybody else.
Yeah, I got back in time.
Alright, and that's the session.
Yes,
Sesh.
Flux and I are going after the guy.
Who I'm now gonna have to like stat and everything and figure out what his deal is. Although I have a good idea of it now.
You know, I like that it took a turn like this, but at the same time, I've been trying to bull rush to the goddamn time skip already.
Not too bad.
Too bad, shit's happening.
Yeah, like I said, I like where it's going because he's an asshole.
Honestly, with the way things work, Neotag, you're probably going to get to the bishop and do a fight, like pretty much straight off. The fights usually take about an hour, and then you're going to go do negotiations, that's probably going to be another hour, and then you're probably going to have to do the time skip either between sessions or at the start of the session after next.
Yeah, I know. That's the weird thing.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
So did you have fun, Selvik?
I did. I'm so glad somebody finally just thought to bring Tim to the church.
Next time you think you've accounted for the stupidity, I need you to multiply it by 10. And then realize I have more stupidity than that in my tiny tip.
To be honest, I was all for let's bring the goddamn demon to the church. Let's see what happens. But Zahn was like, no, I don't want him to go. Okay.
No, because I was just tired of everyone wasting time.
Well, it got wasted anyways. You've got it. Honestly, it was going to happen with the way Flux was dealing with the bishop. This fight was going to happen one way or the other.
Yeah,
So
I have an idea of what the fight's going to be like. I just haven't had a chance to stat everything.
do you just want to clean off the drawings on this map so you can reuse it? Because this is a good map.
I mean, I could clean the drawings off.
Yeah. No, I'm just thinking this would be a good church map and shit like that.
So what kind of loot do we get from the locusts?
None.
You got
Yeah.
240 experience.
Whatever meat you can get from them.
It's bug meat.
And
That's
I'm not
bad meat.
gonna lie, I'm not gonna loot the corpses of the civilians or the local knights.
That's
So-
disrespectful.
I mean, I could figure out what the loot drops for those would be.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that
Well,
because
tactically, that loot was the locusts, and then we killed the locusts, so all loot that belonged to the locusts is now ours.
It's on the Lucas's loot now. By law, they're the party that gets to have that loot.
Yeah, by law, that was on their party list, and then we killed them, so now by law, it's on ours.
You just want to be the
I'm
lawful
not
technical
gonna
class,
lose.
aren't you?
All right, look. Did the local authorities backed us up when the Inquisition showed up? If we loot their corpses of their brethren, they're not going to.
It's
next
disrespectful.
Time, okay?
I'm curious now. Let's say the peasants were probably level 1. I'm going to say probably 6 people died.
Screw that political. Screw the political fish bullshit.
It would have been
Fight a devil.
10 level 5 knights. Everything's standard. One of the knights would have dropped their armor.
It's nice. I'm making armor.
Yeah, but it was the shitty
It's
knight
full.
armor.
It's full plate.
I want the obsidian armor.
Lots of scroll.
Oh, those guys we can
Lots of
loot
gems.
The,
The peasants and knights had a lot of gems on them.
How?
Actually, hang on. I want to try and figure this out. Hang on. So I asked for 6 level 1 loot drops and 10 level 5 loot drops. So I'm guessing the first 6 hordes are going to be the peasants. And the peasants, the first group of peasants dropped 5,000 copper.
The
And a masterwork greatsword.
The
No.
richest peasants ever.
The next one dropped the armor with an additional
Are you
150 gold.
Please don't tell me you're serious.
This is what the random generator did according to this this loot thing, because I have no way of specifying. Because I set them at level 1.
Please.
No, this isn't
please
serious. This is no. You didn't get any loot from them.
No, we are not looting.
I'm curious what the generator would have given you if I had. Let's see.
Yeah, we're not looting the bodies because I don't want the local authorities.
A bunch of them just had like a few hundred gold on them and nothing else.
One
had half plate. One had a masterwork comma. He was a fucking monk.
Wait,
Hey
masterwork
Red,
comma?
will you remove one of your character tokens so we know exactly where everybody is for next week?
Outside. That's where everyone is.
Yeah, it's basically an extra stabby icon.
I'm not gonna lie, Ymir and Bara are gonna probably try to catch up with the other two.
Why is there an extra one of me?
I don't
I was
know.
asking.
I figured you did like
Gems.
Kagebushin.
No.
Hey, one of the
can
knights
we-
had Dwarven War Axe. +2.
Okay, I would have taken that as a weapon.
And an arcane scroll of Unseen Servant.
Yeah, this is why the treasure generator is stupid. Before we officially end, can we say Ymir and Bara headed for the door?
Yeah, I'm assuming everyone's headed to the door. Zon's back. He's with you guys.
Alright, so I'm right there.
Yeah, but
Wait.
they've already left through the door. Keep that in mind. They're not actually there.
Yeah.
So Tim is slowly walking, so
We can catch up with Tim. We can catch up with Tim, no problem. It's going to be the other two.
so
I
am
mean,
back or am I gone?
they're using Tim as the beacon. So
Oh, so
Tim
we
is
probably.
Jason Voorheesing this way through.
I mean, we're using Tim for the beacon for right now.
My
probably gonna get
character's
fed
gone.
up. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get fed up and just track him by scent and chase off after him.
So am I back or am I not back? I missed that.
You are with us. Go
There we
up
go.
to where we are.
Oh,
We're gonna
so,
start from. We're gonna start from this point. All right.
no.
So
Hopefully you're on your horse.
I think I know exactly what I'm going to do for next time. So I think this is going to turn into an interesting encounter. Because I have plans now. I know exactly what I'm going to do.
is quick question before we leave. Then is the door big enough for me to like kind of get my horse through and stuff?
No.
No.
Oh,
No horses in the church. Get over it.
then why did someone tell me to go get my horse?
No one did. You
I
decided
thought
to.
that was you that decided to do
That
that.
was me jokingly suggesting it to see if you do it.
Yeah. That was you being stupid.
So
I've got. I've got 2 more casting of level 3 spells, but I used up most of my level 3 spells. I get 5 castings in a day, and I cast 3 during that battle. So I need to make a note of that so I don't cast a bunch of level 5.
I can roll so much shit in motion with what's about to happen. This is gonna be fun.
I gotta admit, first time using the bow that I theoretically could not use, I actually didn't do that bad with.
You know, I will say this much, Sovek, you just had to get my character started on the Uber, you must be good or you're evil, bullshit religion hating.
Yep.
You basically want to make an anti-authoritarian thing, didn't you?
Well, you know, Ymir's
My character
already-
cares about money. Black and white does not exist for my character. All that matters is money.
Let's be honest here. Ymir has made it well known that he is respectful of the church for what they are, but at the same time, fuck them. I think is how I've tried to make Ymir. Oh, hey,
kind of fucked up in how I was doing Bara. She
Hey.
was
Hey, you summoned me. Okay, I'll show up. Oh, you want me to be subservient? Fuck you. Fuck everything about you. Bye.
Yeah, it's almost like he wasn't expecting the group he heard about to be a bunch of people that had no respect whatsoever for the church or its teachings.
But I wanted to be friends. He wasn't cool with that. It's very rude of him.
I have no idea how I'm supposed to be because I kind of
Be
forgot.
fair,
that I was
Fox.
part
The
of
only only reason he didn't try to have you executed was because I didn't have anything statted yet.
Well,
It started a diplomatic incident with Doran.
Well, honestly, I thought me walking out was going to trigger the battle. Was me basically telling, "Hey, well, you know what? Good day to you."
I wasn't
Basically have a
expecting you
match-
guys to be quite so confrontational with them. I expected you guys to be like offended and leave. But I did.
honestly-
I wasn't expecting anyone to try and actually bring Tim to the church yet. I was expecting that the voice of reason to not bring a devil to the church would win out for at least another session.
This is Flux we're talking about.
I know.
Of course he's going to do it.
But there's also that part of me that really wanted him to, so I'm glad he did.
To be completely honest, Azan, you were brought over by the original church. You have no loyalty to this Inquisition group that came in and is stirring the pot. All right,
Well,
you are loyal. You are loyal to Liam right now.
You're. Bear in mind that by the structure of the church, what you're basically asking him at this point is, you have no loyalty to the main governing body of the church. Your only loyalty is this podunk local preacher.
I don't know how to explain it,
Yeah,
Azan.
I know you don't know how to explain it, but I'm trying to explain to you is basically the Inquisition is like the second or third highest authority in the church. Like
Not a holy knight anymore. He's just loosely
I know.
affiliated.
I believe Zahn is well aware of that. Zahn has been making changes to his character that emphasize his noble connections over his religious ones.
He asked how he should feel about this turn of events.
I think he meant more from a religious standpoint. Because Zahn was a rather devout member of the church. So this is kind of like a crisis of faith truth bomb. Just like it was for Liam.
So I have some character thinking to do.
Yeah, no, both he and Liam are now like in the boat where it's like, oh my god, what's going on? Is the church been corrupt? How long has it been? What's going on?
Did the church that banded together to stop the demon war end up itself becoming corrupted by the demons? What's going on?
Mystery.
I remember the whole backstory of the Church of Light. It was basically these are the church.
Allegedly it was founded by Cuthbert himself to unite the churches, and supposedly its creation was part of what propelled him into godhood.
Oh God, what if Cuthbert has been corrupted?
Well, I thought the whole thing was the churches most of the main churches got corrupted, and they were being wiped out.
Yep.
And the Church of Light is basically the remnants getting together and going, "This is wrong. Let's stop it."
Well,
And
yes and no.
doing
But the Church of Light was specifically all the good aligned gods' churches, since they were the least susceptible to the corruption, getting together and going, wait a minute, something's not right with the other churches. They've suddenly started changing a lot of shit. Oh shit, they're corrupt. We need to go out and purge all the other churches. And then, once they purged the other churches, the remnants of the churches then joined the Church of Light, yes, temporarily. But after the Age of Darkness, as it's called, the other churches went back to being independent. But the four main good-aligned gods stayed the Church of Light.
Because you mentioned in the creation of Robin that I couldn't have I had to modify my backstory a bit because the Church of Light would
The
not...
Church of Light actively seeks out any sort of secretive or reclusive group and hunts them down.
Yeah.
On grounds of they're probably a devil cult.
So I didn't understand that there were more churches besides the Church of Light.
Oh yeah, there are
I
other
thought-
open churches, yeah. I mean,
I thought basically the Church of Light had hunted the rest and made them come under their umbrella.
no.
Under the guise of, you will join us in at least loose fashion for the safety and security of you not becoming another devil church.
No, it was more a alliance of preservation at first, and then because the four founding churches of the Church of Light basically decided that since they were the ones who were quote-unquote uncorrupted the entire time, that they should stay the Church of Light to safeguard against future corruption within the other churches.
And the Church of Light is made up of Paylor, St.
Paylor, Cuthbert, Cord, and I want to say Heronius?
Heronius
Yeah.
would probably be the other one.
Yeah.
Erroneous makes sense.
Because you mentioned Bacab exists. The
Yeah,
Church of Bacab
Yeah, Bokab
still
exists. The Church of Bokab is actually very popular in the main city of Kadish because of the University of Magic. Bokab is also worshipped by some people alongside the Emperor in Ignatius because of the War Mages.
Yes, that's where my background comes from.
The Great Bear Volbear is worshipped in Dorne, the Great Thunder Bear, who's a supposedly a werebear lichen god of thunder and honor and shit.
I just learned that the Sogwin worship a demonic tiger shark.
Yeah, they worship Sekaloth, the devil shark. The great
Wait,
devil shark.
Hoodoo or
Sogwin.
Sagwin? Okay.
Yeah, Sahagwin worship Sekaloth, the great devil shark.
You guys could all worship my weird tiki god, Kungaloosh.
What's
But I don't think
Kungaloosh?
he'd be that accepting of you guys.
Kungaloosh is probably the weird wacky jungle god he worshipped in the jungle.
No one's really sure what happened in those jungles. Carmel's not telling.
So, a quick question.
All we
DM
know is
ruling.
that Kungaloosh helped fight against the great Vikong.
So, DM ruling. When I had Matthias go out and get my stuff, he got that, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Turns
good.
out
Yeah,
Turns out I
you don't
just
have it
worship
yet,
a
but
Turns out I just
Anything
worship a-
under anything under 800. He's talking
Yeah.
about his Everfull mug and his.
yes, he has his convenience items.
Yes,
have your
that
convenience
grants
items.
total of 550 gold.
Yes. Okay. Your other stuff, any magic items and stuff, you don't have.
Turns
Yeah,
out I
hence
just
why I
wor-
didn't ask for him to get
I
those.
just worship a really weird fractured version of the Emperor from Shin. So- 'cause
Actually,
missionaries-
you could. Shin has made attempts at civilizing the lizard men, and bringing the word of that. Even though he's a goat man, he is known as the Golden Dragon Emperor, and they worship him as both goat man, as both yak man and golden dragon and god all in the same.
For convenience sake, I'm going to say I don't have my Everfull mug or wand bracer yet, because once I get my wand bracer, I have to get up my buckler. I'm not really
what's
to
wand
do that
bracer
until
do?
after the time skip.
What's a wand bracelet do?
The wand bracer, basically, I put it on my arm.
And you put wands in it?
Yeah, I put 5 wands in it, and it allows me to, as a free action, flick my finger and get a wand.
So it's a holster of sorts.
Kinda.
But it takes a full round action to put a wand back in it.
It basically spring loads all the wands.
Yeah, up to 5 of them.
Each one's keyed to a specific finger, so you can just pop out the one he wants.
But to get it, I have to give up my buckler, I think. I'm not sure.
Why you don't just get a knife vest and put wands in that, since technically you can put wands in a knife vest, I don't know.
You do?
Game mechanic wise,
A knife vest is actually a size thing and not a specific item thing. It's just called a knife vest because people commonly use them for knives. Any smaller item can be put into the 10 pouches on a knife vest.
Huh.
Which is why full machine gun wizard build is to have a knife vest and 2 wand bracers and to load all of them with nothing but wands of magic missile at the highest possible level. So that you can just do nothing but just spam magic missile machine gun fire.
What book is the knife vest in?
Complete Adventure.
Okay.
It's also in the smuggler one, I think.
Complete Scoundrel?
Yeah, Scoundrel. Actually, I think it might only be in Scoundrel. I remember now.
I don't remember seeing a knife vest. That's where I get the wand bracer, though, from.
I know it's in one of the 2. Because I have seen it before. My friend had a physical copy of one or the other, and I remember seeing it.
I don't think there's an actual item called knife vest. I think it's what people make when they add hidden flaps or something.
No, it is a specific
pockets.
item. Its whole purpose is you can draw an item as a free action from the vest, and it holds exactly 10 items.
Okay, alright, I'm looking for it. Never seen that before.
Alright, I'll take a look in Complete Scoundrel.
I'm in Complete Scoundrel. I don't see it. Let's see. Develop Braid.
Arms and Equipment Guide, Knife Vest, according to Giant in the Playground.
And that's a good site, so I'll trust them.
Where is that located?
Arms and Equipment Guide? It's one of the books.
Yeah, one of the base books. I mean, not base books, but it's one of the books. It's got a bunch of shit in it. It's got a lot.
Yeah, because someone's saying he wants to make a knife throwing build, and somebody suggests that item out of that book.
I mean, the Arms and Equipment Guide's got a lot of nice stuff, but you got to keep in mind, most of it is worse than the base book, especially the armor.
Oh yeah,
it's mostly for.
It's mostly for 3.0 as well.
Yeah, it's also 3.0.
Oh, okay.
Add knife vest, arms and equipment guide. Holds 10 daggers. I have to actually find the arms and equipment guide now to find that. I should probably stop my stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
No more peeking behind the curtains for you.